हो गया। सब वही है। इसको वो क्यों नहीं कर देते हो आप? क्या करना चाहिए, सेव क्यों नहीं कर देते हो? गुड मॉर्निंग मैम, गुड मॉर्निंग।
नमस्कार सचिन जी।
अरे पहले 11 से था यार वो। अब हम मैं क्या सर को थोड़ी बोल, सर ने मेरे से परसों रात में करवाया पूरा ये बोले यूजीसी नहीं, पहले फिर बोलने लगे कि वो यूजीसी का 1.5 घंटे का रहता है और आपने कैसा क्या हो, तो मैंने कहा ठीक है सर। बोले 2 मिनट लगेंगे आपको करने में। मैंने कहा तो करने में तो मेरे को 2 मिनट लगेंगे, वो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं।
क्या हुआ था कि स्पीकर जो है बट पार्टिसिपेंट्स भी होने चाहिए ना, अदरवाइज 1 8 4 3 0 0 8 4 3।
अरे 3-7 है वो। इसका एक आध दिन कल आज बैठे बैठे कार्बन साफ कर दो उसका यार। या स्टार्ट आपने करना है ना?
नाम को ही करना था लेकिन मैं अब कर दूंगी।
अच्छा उसको ज्वाइन पे डाल दो तुम तो, और वो अपने आप ही बाहर फेंक देगा। या जा इस पे ले लेना। ज्यादा हेडेक नहीं है एक बार। और सुनो वो है ना जो चेयरमैन रहते हैं ना, उनको थोड़ा सा बता दिया करो कि क्या करना है, क्या रहेगा उनको।
ठीक है। सेशन चेयरमैन
मैंने तो रतन को तो बोल दिया, रतन का है ना आज का
सेकंड हाफ है। Please enter the meeting passcode followed by the pound code.
इसको इनको स्टार्ट करना है ना रतन को। आप करके स्टार्ट करके रतन को दे देना।
जी सर। तो एंड में सर सेशन चेयर्स तो एंड में करते हैं सर।
2-4 शब्द बोल दें।
हाँ ठीक है
सर गुड मॉर्निंग। ये 10 बजने में 10 मिनट की देरी है, आप हाजिर हो। और बस मतलब आप है ना स्टार्ट में केवल बस आप ऐसे ही जो भी है कि ये टॉपिक है आपके पास, टॉपिक पहुंच गए ना। हाँ तो कंक्लूड करना है आपको, ठीक है ठीक है। हम यहाँ से अनाउंस कर देंगे कि हाँ ठीक है ठीक है। रिकॉर्डिंग को क्या करना है?
तो बस डॉक्टर तो फिर से बोल रहे हैं तो फिर से
मैंने बनाई, आपने पढ़ी, मैडम ने पढ़ी।
एक पेन पेंसिल ला देना, कॉपी एंड पेन।
Good morning to one and all. This is the second day of this 5-day national online workshop on learning management system. So welcome to all the participants, including the resource person. On day 2 today, from 10 to 11:30 p.m. In this session, the topic of his lecture would be on content management system development. And the resource person is Dr. K. Thyagu. He is from Department of Educational School of Education, Central University of Kerala. Yesterday, he had 2 back-to-back sessions on infographics and gamified learning. So over to Dr. Thyagu.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Hopefully my voice is audible to all of you. Just I'm going to share my screen. After that, I may share my views related to the topic which is assigned for me. So the first topic, which I like to be highlight today, now as part of the first session, the classroom management tool. So here I'm just making small changes, the content management as well as the classroom management tool, just I'm adding together. Because when you using the content management tool, default, it may be helpful for the classroom management also. So that is the reasons I will be combine the topic content management tool as well as the classroom management tool. But there was some kind of difference between the content management tool, LMS, learning management system, or in a classroom management tool. Some kind of differences are there. Just I'm going to be elaborate first. So when you look onto the management, the case of classroom practice, or in the case of curriculum transactions, we have this much of managements are there, right? One is called content management system. So the content management systems mean we have to use this particular system or particular software or particular application. It might helping to manage the content. Especially we can, it may be act as a repository. So we can keep all the data whenever it need. We retrieve from this data from this particular tool, and we can use it for the classroom transaction and all. So the content management tool is act as a repository. The best example, if you look onto the blogs, right? Blog is a own websites. We have to compile all our works, or we have to be add all the material which like to share to our students, and the students may be access the particular blog as a repository for the references and all. So that kind of thing is called as a content management system. Even lot of platforms supporting the content management system, especially in the case of Google, it's supporting two way. One is called Blogger. It's providing the blog service. Other one is called Google Site. It is providing as a wiki service. So the Google, the Blogger, as well as the Google Site, it may be helping to manage the content. And then one more main cloud storage we have in the case of Google, that is called as a Google Drive. Even there also we can keep it all the content which you like to share to our students. So the content management system means if the tools or the system may helping to manage the content, and best example, it may be act as a repository, then we may call it as a content management system. The next one is called classroom management system. What is called classroom management system? Here the represents means some of the tools may helping to manage the classroom activities. Suppose you like to conduct queues, or if you like to conduct some kind of online discussion, or if you like to conduct some kind of debate or some kind of speaking competitions. For this, we have to manage that classroom activities. For this, we have a lot of tools may be helping us. Especially the tool name is called as a Nearport. We can translate the entire content to the students. Parallelly, we can access the students' progress also. And there is one more tool called Classroom Screen. This is another tool. We can control the entire classroom practice with the use of this tool. The next one is called course management systems. So the course management system represents particularly the particular system or a software or application may helping to manage the courses. So generally we can use the Google Classroom, right? The Google Classroom is look like a course management systems. We can share the resources to the students, especially for the particular topic, and we can manage the entire classroom, entire transaction of the students. Even as a teacher, I can be able to see the learner progress, process, everything we can see from the course management system. The last one, that is called learning management system. So that is the main focus of this particular workshop. So here the learning management system means it's some kind of system or an app or some kind of platform. Normally we may call it a platform, this kind of things. This platform, it may be helping to both the teachers as well as the learners to share the views, to share the content, and parallelly in the case of students' perspective, they can learn from this tool and they can attend all the examination through that particular portal, or they can submit all the assignments, everything they can see from there itself. It's mean that the entire learning we have to manage through the system. The entire learning progress or the entire classroom transactions, everything we can manage through the LMS platforms like Moodle, Genomia, like this. Lot of tools are available now. People are now using the Canvas, Schoology, like a lot of tools are available. So now today I'm focusing only the topic of content management system, because in the afternoon onwards we are going to explore the learning management system like Xenomia or a model. But now I'm talking about that only the things called content management as well as classroom management. The first thing, just like to give you one tool, I'm going to introduce you one tool. It's my favorite tool also. The tool name is called Classroom Screen. The classroom screen. Hopefully my screen is visible. My display screen visible. I request all to
Yes,
share
sir.
your, yes, thank you. So
Yes,
I
yes.
request, yeah, I request all the participants put hi in the chat box. At least I want to know how many people are active in this. So a lot of people are giving yeses. Biba, Jagdish Singh, Ragul. Yeah, thank you, Rajesh Kumar sir. Hi. So please, I request all put hi. At least we can share our hi or good morning to the each individuals. Thank you so much, because we are connecting with the virtual mode. At least we have to tell us and have virtual hi. Thank you, Yokesh. Thank you, Bhavan Abbas. Thank you, Sunita. Some name I may pronounce wrongly. Kindly bear with me. Yes. Now I'm going to introduce a very unique tool as well as my very favorite tool also. That tool name is called classroomscreen.com. Classroomscreen.com. Thank you. One person's put as a namaskar. Thank you, Diwari sir. It's a namaskar. Yeah. I'm sharing this link to all of you. If possible, those who are connecting with two devices, kindly explore one devices with the tool. The tool which I like to focusing on classroom screen. It is the best example how we can manage the classroom, right? Suppose even if you are taking the classroom in offline or in online, we can use this kind of tool. For example, if you are taking the class in offline, normally we are using the LCD projector, right? In the LCD projector, only we are displaying our laptop screen only. But instead of that, after connecting with your laptop in the LCD projector, just you can open a tool is called classroom screen. In the classroom screen, we can use lot of
content analysis वाला कुछ करना है?
please. I request all to be mute. Yeah. So when using this tool, we can manage the entire activities. Even if you like to ask the questions, or if you like to share a video, if you like to share the audio content, if you like to know the sound, if you want to monitor the loudness of the classroom or the sound of the classroom, everything we can monitor through this tool. So this is a home screen of the classroomscreen.com. If you need, I can share once again the link. Those who are connected with the two devices, kindly explore this. Just if you want to launch, actually one more good thing, there is no need for the login of this particular tool. It's not compulsory. Without login also we can explore this tool. So just I'm not logging now because the login option the right side, but I'm not logging now. Just I'm clicking the launch now. There is no need for the compulsion of the login. If you're logging it, some kind of advantages are available. It's a free tool only. If I click the launch now, it goes to the home screen of the classroom screen. Yeah, see. Generally, when you connect with the LCD projector in our classroom, just we are sharing our LCD screen, our laptop desktop screen only. But we cannot change the desktop screen regularly, right? So every day we cannot be changing the desktop screen. But what the advantage here, once you connect with your laptop or desktop, then after using the classroom screen, you have to change each day for the background screen. So if you go to the background, you have the lot of backgrounds are available. See, suppose I like to show this background to today's class, you can use this background. So like this, more than nearly 50 or 60 backgrounds are there. Every day you can keep it one background. It may create the attention to the students, and just like a general interactive whiteboard you can show. Normally we are using the interactive whiteboard. Suppose we are using some kind of digital board, we are showing some kind of interactive whiteboard. No, even in your classroom there is no interactive whiteboard. We have only the LCD projector. You can use this tool as an interactive platform, because every day we can change this kind of background. For example, today this is background. Tomorrow I'm connected with the same laptop. If I like to go with another background screen, it's possible. So each day you can fix one background. It creates some kind of what is that? Some kind of attractiveness towards this kind of classroom practice. See, a lot of images are available. Even the landmarks, neutral, the animation. Suppose you like to show some kind of animated things, just you can click here. Some kind of animations also. See this kind of rotations, right? So animation background, like a GIF image background. If you like to go with the background, the other backgrounds also is fine. You can put color gradients. Suppose you like to keep only a single color, like a blackboard color, you can use this color, right? This is up to us. So based on the mood, we can change this color of the classrooms. But now I like to go with this background. So the first thing, how we can change the background, that I hope you understood. The second thing, suppose you like to ask a question to the students. there is a 10 students in your classroom or 15 students in the classroom, then what happened? We maybe ask the questions regularly one student. What is that? It's not knowingly or unknowingly. Sometimes accidentally we may call every question to the one students only. That may be issues. It creates some kind of bias in the classroom. But here there is a option called random name. What we have to do? Just we can add the students' names here. If you type here, we can type all the students' name in the right side. For example, see, I'm just typing the student's name randomly from based on the chat message of you. So just I'm typing the name Satish, okay, then Anil, then Bhubendra. So these are things we can type well in. And suppose you have the 50 students, you can type all the 50 students' names before starting the class. Sorry, you can type the names Manish, then Dilip sir, then Rahul. So like this, we can type here names. If you have 50 students, you can type all the names well in advance. Rahul, then Diwari, then on Diwari, then Manchula. So like this, I'm typing randomly some names here. Right now, I like to ask the questions to these individuals because I have 50 students or 20 students means just you can click continue. Once I click the continue, what happened? It randomly selecting the student's name. See here, it's asking to be, there is in the right button, there is a shuffle. When you shuffle this, it automatically randomly selected one student's name. So now it's, I'm going to ask the question to Manjuli or Manjula, right? So now the first question goes to the Manjula. Suppose I'm going to ask the second question. Then if I click the random, it goes to the second person's name. So now the second question goes to the Anila. If I go to the next one, the third question goes to the Manish. Like this, we can ask the questions in case of random. So what is the advantage? We could not know because the students always to be active because they could not know when we can ask the question because the missions can select the names randomly. Therefore, all the time the students may be very active. Otherwise, they could not give this response from the teacher side. So this kind of tools might helping to the learners. So I'm audible to all of you because there is a message from Shiv Pradap. Sound is not be available. Kindly check your audio settings, sir.
Audible.
Yeah, it's fine. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
Sir, audible.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, please, Shiva Pradap, sir, kindly check with your systems. There may be audio setting. Kindly check this. Right now, suppose you like to go to the fourth question. Once again, you can go to the random. Then there is a random issues comes. So like this, we can control the entire classroom students with the use of this kind of tool. So what is the advantage? The students always be active because they could not know when the missions may give the names. Therefore, the students may be active all the time. Especially this particular tool, it reduces the bias in the classroom from the teacher's sides because the most of the time the students feel that the teachers are biased. But here, if you are using this, there is no bias that happen because the missions may select the students' names randomly. Now, see, suppose you are conducting the examination in the classroom. What you have to do? There is the option called sound level. If you click the sound level, so you can connect with this LCD projector and keep it in the classroom. When the people are making sound or you conduct the examination, if you're keeping this kind of tool, automatically detecting the classrooms and see what I'm thinking. Whenever I'm speaking here, that particular audio is to be changed the level. Suppose if you keep mum, it will be none, it will be a zero noise. So like this, when you conduct the examination, just you can show this in the screen. If we display the screen, we can easily monitor whether the students are making these sounds or not, because it automatically tracking the students' sounds or not. The entire classroom, if it very calm, you could not find any kind of movement in this bar. If it having the sound, automatically may be detecting the sounds. If the red color, for example, high, if I tell us a red color high, very high sound high, automatically goes to the red sound. So the red sounds means the maximum sounds comes out. This way we can monitor the classroom when you conduct some kind of examination. Suppose you want to close this activity, just to close here. Suppose the third option I like to tell, suppose you like to conduct an examination, online examination, you have some kind of Google Forms, or you like to tell the students to connect some kind of Zoom meeting or a Google meeting. What you have to do, there is a QR code. There is a QR code options. You can convert any QR. For example, this is our Zoom meeting code. You can convert any code into this kind of, any URL into this kind of code. But now I'm just converting our Zoom code into a QR code. You can paste this code. Then after that, click generate QR code. Once you click the generate QR code, automatically the QR code may generate it for that particular URL. Then tell the students to be scanned, particularly when you like to conduct some kind of online examinations during the classroom. Just you can share the screen into the LCD projector and tell the student to scan with their any kind of QR applications. When they scan, it automatically leads the online examination, especially when you conduct the Google Forms, Qs or Google Forms examinations and all. So like this, we can convert any URL into the QR code. For that is why I told this will be a entire classroom activity. We can control this to. The other one, suppose you like to share some images to your students and you like to ask some questions to the students. Generally, if you like to show the images, we can open the images and we can share it to the students. But here there is an option called image. Just we can upload these images directly. There is an open settings. We have to upload these images from directly from here. So upload your files. If you have already that images with you, for example, I have some images in my end. Just like to show some images. I'm just importing the images. For this, I'm using the images. Yeah, so here just like to use this. I'm just selecting this images. There you can select any image. For example, there is a picture where I have some images with me. I like to ask this images to my students. Just I connect with this. Then after this, just we can import this or we can upload this. Once you upload this one, first we have to select, then you can open it. Automatically this image comes here. If you want to enlarge, you can enlarge this. Here is talking about what is the difference between failing, learning as well as succeeding. So this is a way we can go for the discussions. After importing any image, we can go for any kind of discussions. For adding the images is very simple. The next thing, you have to go with this this one. This is another one. See, this is another one. Here a lot of options. It's already there. Just I'm going to tell the other one. The text. Suppose you like to add some questions as a text base. Then after you like to ask the question, you can go to the text. You can ask the questions. So how do you feel about today? Okay, just you can ask the question. How do you feel today? So instead of asking the question, we have to ask the question through this kind of text base also. Just you can display this question. The students maybe respond in a verbally or parallel. For example, how do you feel today? This question you want to ask the students in a random base. What you have to do, you can open the screen and parallel you can open the random name also. Here you can ask the questions one by one. So sorry. So here already my students' names are there, but I'm not logging it. That is the reason I'm not able to find it. Suppose I log into my account. See, just I'm going to log in because I'm already having the account. If I have the account, yeah. So one minute, just I'm going to log in this. Then you can see my the students' names and all. And just log into my account. That's why I told you if you are logging it, you can save some of things because like a closed storage, we can retain some of the students' names which you already saved with. Otherwise, each time you have to give this name. Now I'm logged into my yeah. Now I'm logged into that. So now I just moving to the my creating new screen. So here I'm creating new screen. Then you can double click here. So now you can see the same screen. Once again, I'm changing my background. So yeah, now I'll change this. Suppose I like to ask the questions here. So Gobindra, don't use this annotates. Yeah. Just I'm going to delete this. Yes. Yeah, fine. So now you can see this. Here I like to click this one. Here I like to go with this text case. So in the text, I'm asking the question, how do you feel today? Okay. How do you feel today? Now this question I want to ask the students in a random base. Go to the random name and open settings. I can ask the students. See, there is a MS students. Already my students' names are there. Here I just go with shuffle because already I typed the students' name. There's a 27 students in my classroom. Now the questions goes to the Sina. Suppose I like to go to the next question. The next question goes to the Reshma Ammo. So like this, we can easily to control two things. You can ask the question, you can type the question, and parallelly you can select these students randomly, and we can manage the students directly. And the next thing, suppose you like to draw something in your classroom, you want to show some drawing, or you like to show some of the, you like to explain the normal property curve to the students. Generally, we need to use some kind of blackboard to draw these things. But these tools, I'm already told that it's like a blackboard, and parallel it may be used as a in fact whiteboard also. There is an option called drawing. If you click the drawing, we may find out here this kind of drawing board. Then you can keep it here. So whenever things you like to draw, just you can draw. For example, I'm just drawing normal probability curve. So this is a normal probability curve. We can explain where is it 0 sigma, where is 1 sigma, plus 1 sigma, then plus 2 sigma, then minus 1 sigma, minus 2 sigma. Like this, we can explain all things. Suppose if you like to reduce the thickness, we can reduce the thickness. If you want to change the color, we can change the color. We have to write 0 sigma, 1 sigma, 2 sigma. So this look like here we are using look like a blackboard or in a whiteboard in our classrooms. Suppose you want to use some kind of diagram, like a shapes diagram, we can use this kind of shapes, right? A lot of shapes are available. Suppose you like to go with a line, you can go with this kind of line. So a lot of options are available. Suppose you want to do undo, redo, this is the option for redo. So this is for the rubber. Suppose you want to erase this, you can erase this. Like this, lot of shapes. This is the shapes. If you like to show some kind of square, rectangle, we can use this. Because this one tool having all the features, all the classroom features are available. Suppose I like to close this blackboard or whiteboard, you can close this. So now I close this board. Now the next thing, there is a traffic light. So when we can use, suppose you are inviting the students to go for presentation. You are inviting the students for the seminar or some kind of program your competition conducted. You want to know the exact timing of the participants, how long they are speaking. From this, you want to give this mark under. What you have to do, you can enable the two things. One is called traffic light, other one is a timer. So if you add the timer, then you can keep this timer like this. Okay. So here, if you need to go with the minutes, you can go with this minutes. You can keep this as a 0. So there will be a 1 minute competition. So you can go with this, right? Now what you have to do, you can go with the 3 options. There is a traffic light. The second one is the timing, and third one is the random name. For example, first I'm setting the random name. So now the Pragnya, she may be ready for presentations. So once you're ready, I can show this red color. Red color means you can stop the presentation. Green color, yellow color means she's ready to be present. Once you press the green color, she going for the presentation for the seminar or for the competitions is going to present. Suppose I'm giving the time for Pragna means immediately I can press the green color. Now she may be presented, and parallel I can press the timing. So I can press the timing may be run. Once it's over the 1 minute, I can press the red color mark. For example, the timing for the 1 minute reducing now. So even the presenter may able to see the screen, because some of the times the presenter may be explain the time. What is that? They are not worrying about the timing and the time management. All they, if you are giving 1 minute, they may speak in 2 minutes. So it may be affect the entire class. What you have to do? Just you can show this kind of screen to the students. When the students are present, automatically they may see the screen. So they may find that there's 28 seconds remaining, 27 seconds remaining, 26 seconds remaining. Like this, every things they can be able to understand when they like to stop. So now once this 19 minutes, 18 minutes, 18 seconds or seconds. So once it's reduced like this, and when it comes to 0 second, as a teacher, we have to press the red color. Once the teachers press the red color, the students will be stopped immediately. Now you can see the 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. The time is over. Just press the red color mark. Now the presenter may be stopped with presentation. Now we can invite the second student. The second student's name like this, Soumya Mol. Then just I'm giving this yellow mark. Yellow mark means she will be ready for presentations. Once I present the green color, she will ready for the presentation, and finally I can press the time. So this way we can manage any kind of classroom activity which is given to this. Even if you go with the debate or some kind of discussion or some kind of competition, if you like to conduct, a single screen is enough to control or the monitor the learners. It will be good because that's why I told it's like a classroom management tool. We can manage the entire classroom activity with this tool. Similarly, if you like to show the clock, if you want to show the timing of your student, just to click the clock, it will be showing always. Now the peoples might know the timing of the class. Now it's 10:35. It's same like normally in the classroom, we are in the interactive whiteboard, just we are showing our desktop screen, right? Only the one desktop screen, what is all that will be visible. But here we can change here different background for each day, and we can keep it this kind of time clock always, because there is no need to keep the clock in your room if you are having the digital clock like this. Always this display will be there. So when the students want to see this board, they automatically they can find this timing and all. So this is a way we have to see the timing and all. Then there is a timer. There is other one is called this timer only I told. There is a work symbol. For example, you are giving some kind of activity to students. There is a work symbol. This is one of my favorite features also. For example, see this is work symbol. Even if you want to enlarge, you can enlarge it. Suppose you are giving some kind of collaborative work in your students, collaborative work, cooperative work, or some kind of group work you like to give the students. But instead of giving a direction through the verbal, we can give this direction directly through this kind of symbol. For example, if you press this symbol, the classroom should be silent. Never, no one can open their mouth. And the symbol represents the whisper. If you press this symbol whisper, it represents the students maybe interact with each of us the particular content like in a whisper mode. So they won't speak louder, but they can, what is it, like a peer members. The two members, they will be interact with each of us in very less sounds manner. That's called whispering. Now, if you go to the next one, it is called ask neighbor. So we can ask the questions to the neighbor. We can allow the particular time to discuss with each of us. And the last option is like a work together. Like we can invite the people to be work together, or they can what is that? Do the work together, or we can invite the people to be give these remarks after the work done from the end. So like this, we can control everything from here. This is a symbol for silence. This is a symbol for whispering to each of us. It gives some kind of discussion. For if I enable this, the people may ask the question to anyone. That kind of options are there. So like this, we can control everything the classroom activity with this tool. And similarly, if you go with some kind of polling, suppose you like to ask some kind of polling questions to the students. If you go with the polls, we have some questions like multiple choice, smiley, and true. Suppose I like to ask the questions to the students. I'm asking the question. CMS stands for content management tool system. All right. So I'm typing this. I want to know whether the answer is correct or just we can open this and tell the students if the tick mark kindly show one finger, because the students cannot give it a response directly. If it is a paid option, they can give this option directly. Otherwise, there is the option C. There is the option, even here it's coming. We can invite the people, join crs.com and use the code, means the students able to find this question. They can respond from there. Just I can do the demo now. So what you have to tell to students, tell the students to be open their browser or any mobile app. In the browser, they can type this one, join crs.com. So I'm doing the demo now. Once you go to join crs.com, there is a questions. You have to give this code. The code number is 5235. I request someone, so you have to try for this. It will be some kind of collaborative work. If I click go, the questions may be visible to the student side. Right now, the questions may be visible. Now you can see the same question visible to the student side. The students may select like this. CMS stands for content management. So once the people are click, automatically it's visible here. I request someone's, yeah, now you can see there is a one count. It seems that one person give a correct response. So this way we can conduct some kind of polling session to the classrooms. I request all to be give this response. Even we can select this kind of scan QR code mode. The people may be scan and give the response. Just I'm going to share this link to the chat box. Yeah. So please kindly see this. Now, if you type the URL, automatically the people, not this URL, sorry, this is an URL for our Zoom. Okay. It's not this URL. 1 minute. Yeah. So I'm sharing this other URL. It's the wrong URL I share. Yeah. Yes, this is our URL. So here there is a QR code. Okay. The students maybe find this only. So just to go with join crs.com and they give this response like this. So once again, goes. Just I'm typing these details here, join crs.com. Then after that, you have to type the code 5235017. Once you give this code, the participants may respond from their end. So from this, the teacher might know how many people give the response correctly, how many people give the response wrongly. So still, I got 3 responses. Thank you so much. The 3 responded. If I click here, now I disable this question. Suppose I open it, we can know that the 3 responded. The number 3 represent the 3 responses give the yes as a response. The green color represent all are giving a correct response. So this is a way we can conduct some kind of interactive polling session in our classroom. So hope you might be enjoyed this particular activity. So suppose I like to go with another questions, you can close this. You can go once again the polling session. Suppose you like to go with the multiple choice questions or smiley. Just I'm asking that. What do you think about today's lessons? Just I'm like to ask the questions to all of you. I request all to give this response for this. The same question, what you have to do? go with the join QRS. Automatically in your end, this question might be visible. You have to give this like a emoji reactions. Already one person's give the response. Suppose I'm giving this orange color, you can see this orange color response it's showing here. Now you can see I given the orange color response. That's like a emoji way we can go for some kind of feedback mechanisms. Now I got the two responses. So three responses. Out of two, they given is this that like a happy the symbol. Then one person, that's myself, I'm given is a very low mark for this. So like this, we can easy to know how many people are what is that like your performance, how many people is not liking the today's sections. The feedback also we can use this kind of platforms, right? Now, other than this, if it comes down, there is a more widgets. If you click here, there is a sorry. If you want to hide this, all the tools you can click down. Automatically, the entire the tool it may be not visible. It will be disabled. Suppose we like to find the more widgets. If you click the more widgets, you can find the other widgets like calendar. Suppose you want to show every day the calendar right corner. You can go to the calendar. Once you press the calendar may be available here. Now they see the calendar. Because normally in the classroom, we are keeping this kind of calendar or the clock in some corner. But we have the digital calendar now. Just you can click and you can use this kind of things. And suppose I like to go with other features which is available here. Go to the more widgets. Then there is a dice. Suppose if you like to play some kind of dice game, if you click the dice, then we can rotate this dice. It's like a virtually we can rotate. So like this, we can do some kind of small game of the dice. And go to the other features. That's called here. But suppose you like to tell how we have to be share the URL ID to students, or how we can conduct some kind of activity. Suppose I like to share my website to the students. I want to show this website to the people. Here we can type this URL directly, www.digigogit.info. If you type the URL or embed code, it automatically is maybe visible there. Okay, info. Then if you go with the run code, it may be running this particular sites, right? Yeah, I think it's asking the embed code. Particularly, suppose you like to show these YouTube videos. Suppose just I'm opening here 1 minute. Just I'm opening a YouTube. That video I like to embed here. You can go to the YouTube. I'm just moving to my YouTube. In the YouTube, you know how to go to YouTube. Go to the Google Apps and go to the YouTube. So in the YouTube, you have the different activities. So just you can connect with this. So I'm clicking here. I'm moving to my my channel. If you go to my channel, there is some videos. I like to share the mobile phone photography to you. I can open this video. So every video we have the two codes. One is called, if you right click, you can find this code. One is called copy video URL. Other one is called copy URL. So URL means only the uniform resource locator, like a very small URL. Embed means the particular content, it may be embed the particular part itself. Now I'm going to the copy the embed code. After copying the embed code, I'm coming back here, and I'm just going back to the this one. More widgets, and there is a embed option. I can go to the embed. I can paste this embed code. So once you paste the embed code, if you run code, automatically the URL, that video, no, it comes here. There is no need to play this video directly from the YouTube. Instead, you have to play this video directly from here. Now you can see I'm playing this video. I'm playing this video. Right, this way we have to share our video. Suppose if you like to share the videos and all, we can do this. Yeah, this is a way we can share this embed code. Similarly, the other features which is available here, like group maker. Suppose you have the 20 students, you want to give some kind of group task to the student. There's a group maker. Go to the group maker. Group maker means like some kind of collaborative work you want to give, but you want to divide this classroom into 5 or 6 groups. There's a 27 students in my classroom. I want to divide the students. I'm going to the open settings. I'm selecting my M1 second year students. I like to go with the 4 groups now. The 27 students, they're going to divide randomly into 4 groups. See, if I click the create groups, now I got the random group. There is a 4 groups comes. Now we can tell the students to divide based on the group, and they can do the collaborative work. So like this, we can give some kind of what is that, collaborative work or group work with this kind of random order. So otherwise, if you're not doing any kind of random, some kind of bias may happen. But here it will be a perfect randomization, because the machines doing the randomization. Suppose you don't like this kind of randomization. You like to go with a shuffle. You want to shuffle this group because some people not satisfying the group. You can go to the shuffle. Once you go to the shuffle, the new group randomization may come. Right? So this way, we have to create a different groups and we can use this activity. And similarly, I like to go with a more widget because this is a tool. It's a combination of the multiple activities are involved. For example, you like to go with a webcam. You want to open a webcam directly from here instead of a Zoom. I can open a, see, now my camera is open here. This in camera, it is from the classroom screen, not from the Zoom, right? Now you can see my web camera is supposed to be enabled. Suppose you like to give some kind of facial reaction. You are doing some kind of activity, action. That action want to reach the entire classrooms while using the LCD projector. You can use this kind of mechanisms. So here there is a two options are there, like a mirror view, like a up and down view. So all the options you can use it, right? This is a way it will be useful for you. And then another options, the more widgets, we have the video. Suppose especially like to show some videos to the students, go to the video and you can show this video to the students, right? If you click this video, it asking this YouTube video, then you can type the YouTube channel name or URL name. Then you can, for finding the video, then automatically the videos might come here, right? So this is the way we have to play this video. So hope you might be understand how we can use this. Yeah, so I hope you don't have any questions. If you have any questions in this particular tool, kindly ask me. I give this answer. Then after I move to the next tool. This is one of my favorite tool to control the entire classroom idea. Therefore, it's called classroom management tool. To managing the entire classroom, we can depend on this kind of tool. If you have queries, please kindly ask me. You can type in the chat box or you can unmute and talk to me. Yeah. Yeah, please, if you have doubts or if you are ready to the next topic and type or in the chat box, I move to the next topic. Next tool I like to demo. So there is a question from Chetan Sharma. Can you please share this session's videos later? Yeah, I think they may be shared any medium so that we can learn this technique. So hopefully they already recorded, they may be share this video. So I will tell you how to connect these questions to the students. The question from the Sharada Shahana. So madam, kindly see, just I'm close all the all the features which I already created now. Please kindly see the screen, madam. So for asking the question to the students, even in this kind of virtual meeting or in a regular classroom, the regular classroom, you are connecting the LCD projector. Then how we can ask the question? There is a poll option. Are you able to see this poll? The second option, the second tool near to the background. If you click this back, you can find out the option called polling section. There's a three options they provide. One is called multiple choice question, smiley, as with true or false. So suppose if you like to conduct a multiple choice question to the students, you can click this multiple choice. You can ask the questions. See, for example, if you want to edit the question, you can go to the right corner and you can edit the question. I'm asking the question, which of the following? Which of the following? Yeah. Which of the following is an assessment tool? So I'm asking the question, is an assessment tool? Right, this is a question, right? I put the question mark. Now we have to give this responses down. Now the responses one. We can give these responses. Just to Google Meet, then Google Slides, then Google Form, then Google Site. Okay. Google site. So like this, you can ask the question. Automatically, the questions might be changed here. Then after that, tell your students, see the top, you are finding how to vote this. Go to the joincrs.com. Tell your students to go with joincrs.com. Joincrs.com. Tell our students, we can direct the students use their mobile phone and type in their mobile phone on the browser joincrs.com. Once they type joincrs.com, automatically the codes might be visible here. See the visible. The code of this activity is called 5235017. So when the students are giving this code, they will be connected to this activity. This is one way. Other way, if you click this near to the how to vote, there is a QR code may generated. Suppose the students are sitting in the classroom, tell the students to open any kind of QR scanning application. Tell them to scan this code. Automatically, it goes to the response view. For example, just I'm close these things. I'm coming to the new tab. See, this is a new tab. and just to demo how we can connect with this. So in the new tab, I'm using the other browser that's called Firefox browser I'm using. I'm just pasting this URL, joincrs.com. Once I give this joincrs.com, it asks the code number. I can give this code number like this. The code number is 5235017. Then click go. Once you click the go, automatically the questions might be visible here for the student screen. Please kindly note, the left screen is a teacher screen, the right screen is a student screen. Now the right screen I'm giving as a response from the teacher's perspective, the student's perspective. I'm giving an answer like a Google Forms. So already one person is giving the response. Thank you. Now I'm giving the answer. Now you can see someone's are giving the Google slides. Now the 3 people are giving the responses. Just I'm zooming this in the teacher's view. I have the 3 responses. Out of the 3, the Google form is the correct answer. The Google form is given by the 2 member. The Google Sites is given by 1 member. Now I got the 4 responses. I hope you understood how to do this. Okay, this is a very good tool to classroom, make the classrooms more interactive. Even if you are in classroom or in this kind of virtual meeting, it will be good, right? So this is called as a classroom management tool. So how we can manage our classroom in a very eminent manner, like, because classroom environment, the control in the classroom is very difficult, particularly in the case of blended mode or any online mode. Even the offline classes are very difficult to manage. But if you are using this kind of tool, we have to manage the entire classroom scenario. Whenever it is essential, just you can use this tool, but only conditions, you need an internet connection to your laptop, right? Then that's much enough to control the entire classroom activity with this, right? So hope you may learn the entire features which is available in this classroom screen. It is a favorite tool for me. Why? In the sense, totally free. So this tool is totally free. Particularly the option which I use up to now, every options are free. I didn't use any paid option. And one more good other things that even there is no need for the login. Without login also we can create an work. We have to do work this. If you are having the account, what is the advantage if you have the account? You can save the students' details. For example, you are going regularly with the same classroom. Then we can, instead of typing a student's names regularly, just one name you can save it. Whenever you like to connect any activity, you can use the same names of the classroom. For the purpose only, we need a login. Otherwise, not a need for the logins, right? Now I move to the next tool. So the next tool, just close this. This is another my favorite tool. It is called nearport.com. Please kindly note the tool, nearport.com. So nearport.com, it is my one of my favorite tool. Why? In the sense, these tools might helping for manage the classroom as well as the content management. Even we can keep this tool as a repository. We can keep all our resources into this particular portal, and whenever you need, you can use this material to our students' classroom delivery. So therefore, this tool may helping to both the purpose. It may be acting as a classroom management tool, and parallel it may be acting as a content management. We can keep it the tool as a repository, because as a free version, they are providing us 100 MPs of free storage. See, I'm using more than 5 to 10, nearly, if I correct, maybe I may use this nearly 6 years, I may use this tool. But advantage, in the free advantage, we can use all the features which is available in the Nearport, we can use it. Only the limitation, the storage capacity. So maximum we can use the 100 MP storage only. Suppose it's more than 100 MPs to go, what we had delete some of the, for example, I have this much of lessons. Suppose I'm reaching nearly 100 MP. I can delete some of the resources. For example, if I click here, I can find out the delete option. Once deleted, this space comes as an empty. So if you are exceeding more than 100 MB, just you can delete something and you can work for the particular tool. This is a way it may be helping to the people, because still I'm not using a paid option. Even one of my students doing the research in the title of mobile phone approaches. With the tools only, he finished the PhD. So his topic is like integrating the mobile phone approaches for the teaching and learning process. He used this Nearport as one of the main tool for the mobile phone approaches, because these tools might be helping for working the laptop as well as the mobile phone. Particularly the mobile phone, the teacher might use, you can control every things of the learner progress through this. Even the students, they don't have a laptop, not an issue. With the mobile phone itself, they can learn these things because there is a Nearport mobile phone applications available in the Google Play Store. Even the teachers and the students may be install this tool, and we can explore this tool from this itself, because it's both should be working, and particularly it should be a mobile flexibility. So a lot of flexibility while using the mobile phone, when using this tool is a mobile phone. Yes. Now, just instead of demo directly, just I'm going to some kind of theoretical insight about what is the difference between content management system and learning management system. After that, I'm moving this. See here, I'm talking about the difference between the content management system as well as the learning management system. So sometimes you may feel that both is look like a same, right? It's not correct, because the afternoon onwards only you are going to learn the LMS platform. I think Deepak Vishal is going to talking about the Genomia Moodle Cloud. So that is your platform. We can use this platform as a learning management system platform. The difference between content management system and LMS, the content management system is only for managing the content, right? Only for managing the content. So what are the things you want to share? You can dump the resources into the one platform. You can share the link to the students will be access it. Okay, this particular tool we can't do any kind of activity, right? Only for the repository, it acts as a repository. The content management system, it acts as a repository. See, the term is important. The content management system is meant for the repository, right? But in the case of the LMS, it might helping to all the work. It may be acting as a content management system. It may be acting as a classroom management system. It may be control the entry learning process of the students. Everything is possible through the LMS. So the LMS, it's like a broad things. All the classroom transactions, it is possible through the LMS. But the content management system is very partially it's working as part of the LMS. So that's why given the two differences. In the case of LMS, the content storage for syllabus can do. For example, I'm using one of the Moodle Cloud or Genomia for transacting the technology, advanced education technology courses. I can upload the syllabus and I can upload the content. Similarly, I can ask I can conduct some kind of activity through the LMS portal. But in the case of CMS, we can use that particular tool only for storage. Particularly, I can store in the Google Drive some PPT, some text files, some videos, and all. That may be called repository, right? And see this next one, inverse data revision distribution. Suppose you want to retrieve or you want to revise these materials, is possible through the CMS. Similarly, it is also possible. And here it also acts as a repository. That's why I told what are the things possible in the CMS. It is possible to the case of LMS, because if you want to tell very simplified manner, LMS is a universal set, right? LMS is a universal set. It is CMS to be part of this, right? Because what are things possible that CMS, everything is possible to the case of LMS, right? Because LMS is partial and part of the content management system also. And here the CMS, the content manager is the end users. Or they mostly the manager might utilize the particular tool. But in the case of the LMS, it's used by the students community, because it is meant for the learner progress, to checking the learner progress. Right. The next differences does not enable the scheduling events. We cannot conduct any kind of scheduling event. For example, I have the blog, I have the wiki. Once I share this wiki or blog, whenever you feel you can, see this. There is no time boundary that you can view my content this particular time. Once you publish in the blog and the portal or in online, whenever you have the time, you have to be able to see this. Okay, that is called. There is no need for any kind of scheduling events in the case of content management system, because it's always available. But in the case of LMS, there might be a scheduling. For example, if you like to share some resource to the students, we are able to fix the time limit. For example, today morning to afternoon only you are able to work this particular content or work this particular assignment. Like this, we can fix the scheduling. That is possible in the case of LMS, but in the content management system, not possible. Then can access by the content manager authority. Here, that LMS may be accessed by the students, teachers, even the admin. All the people might use, because content management systems mainly for manage the content, the teachers can do it, or the content developer can do it. Only we can share the link only. Then once you share the link, the participant cannot edit anything. But in the case of LMS, the people's all the the people, those are contributed classroom practice, like a teacher, students, even the parents also, they might be visit that LMS platform. They can watch everything there. So this is the way the LMS and CMS to be differ. hope you might be understand the difference among the content management system as well as the learning management system. So here I just listed some of the content management system which are using it now. Generally, the content management tool means immediately we may call this a blogging service or a wiki service. Here some of these sites name which I listed here as a blogs content management tool: Blogger, Google site, Squarespace, WordPress, Zomala. These are the blogging service. Then similarly Drupal, Magneto open source, Webflow, Craft, Fork. These are the tools we are using regularly for managing the content. And just I'm showing you the screenshot of this. And there is other tool is called Linktree. It is a free tool. Most of the people, they want to connect their all the social media link, they're using these things. For example, you have a lot of social media link like YouTube videos, you have then LinkedIn profile, Facebook profile, everything you want to share means you have to share the 3 links: LinkedIn profile, 1 link, YouTube, 1, Facebook. But what advantage of this Linktree? If you have the 10 link or 10 social media link, we can combine all the social media link in one link and share to the people. So this is the way the Linktree to be helping us. So it may be compile all the URL into a single URL. Then similarly, this other tool is called, so just I'm going to list of the tools name. The tab link, this also, it may be help to compile the resources. The next tool, so here a lot of tools, just I'm bringing this pen. Yes, so I move to the next one. There is a lnkey.in, then sweeppop.co, then Tumblr.com is one of the famous blog services. Then WordPress, most of the people are creating a blog through the WordPress or a blogger only. Then there's another one is called Test Blend Space. It is like a digital lesson planning platform. It's also helping to be make it as some kind of digital lesson plan or some kind of content management only it may be doing for us. The next is a Wakelet. It is like a bookmarking tool. Suppose you like to collect all the more relevant URL or more relevant information in a single URL, we can use this kind of Wakelet features. These are the tools. It may related to the content management system. That's why I'm telling you. And there is another tool is called Blogger. It is provided by the Google. Similarly, we have the classroom management tool. A lot of tools are available. One is called Class Dojo. Yesterday, also we were discussing in the case of gamification. Edmodo, now they remove the Edmodo. Previously, the Edmodo is one of the content management tool as well the LMS tool, but now it's not available. Then next is a Google Classroom that you know Google Classroom is part and parcel of the LMS also, but it's not 100% LMS. Maximum it may be working as a classroom or content management tool only, right? Because some of the features in the Moodle Cloud is not available in the case of Classroom. Google Classroom, because it's partially it's a LMS, not a 100% LMS. It may be called as a content management system or a classroom management system in the case of Google Classroom. Then next is a Socrative. It is an assessment platform that we have the options. There's other tools called Nearport. This is a tool only I'm going to focusing now. These tools we can use as a content management. We can manage the entire resources, and parallelly, if you want to execute this resources or we can share these resources, or if you want to use the resources in our classroom practice, also possible. Therefore, if you go to the website, you are finding this option like keep students engaged in learning. For make the people to be more engaged or try to make your participants more active, we can use this kind of tool. Therefore, the dual purpose to be satisfied. One is for the content management. Similarly, we can manage the classroom practice. Further, these tools might helping us. And one more advantage, which I already mentioned, that it may be available in the mobile phone also. If you need to install, you can install it. There is a KB wise very less. It won't be occupying much space in your mobile phone also. It working with both and laptop. There is another tool called Day1.io. There's another tool. Then Classcraft. Yesterday also we are discussing this tool in gamifications. Then Classroom screen only, which I demonstrated now. The entire thing we demonstrated. And there is one more thing that's called course management, the LMS, that we have the different tools like Moodle Cloud. So I hope today evening, today afternoon, you may be explore the Moodle Cloud, Xenomia. These are the LMS platform, right? Moodle Cloud, previously it was free. Now they given us a trial version only. It's not a free, it's a trial version. Now Genome is a totally free, the same interface of the Moodle Cloud. Therefore, today you might learn the Genomia only. Then the Schoology, it is another platform, LMS platform. But most of the school students, they're using this one. Blackboard is another platform of LMS. Then Canvas, there is another tool. It's my previously I used that Canvas. Even in my classroom practice, the current regular practice also I'm using this Canvas. There will be one more section for you that is called. So that time you maybe learn what is called Canvas. See, just I'm showing the Canvas, my my instructor. This is my Canvas account as a teacher's account. There I am running the courses. I'm every semester I'm running the course through this. This is my LMS platform of the tool is called Canvas. See, I'm continuing the tool course like Introduction to Research Methodology, Mathematics Education, Advanced Education Technology, Advanced Research Methodology, Psychology of Learning. So still now I'm running the 5 courses to my students through this Canvas application. So the same like Moodle Cloud or Genomia. So you might be learn. This is called LMS, but I'm not talking about how to use the LMS. Just I'm showing that this platform is available as an LMS. Now I'm just moving the case of Nearport. And just to start with how to log in for this, just I'm log out because I'm already having the account due to the reasons I'm log out first. Then after I do the demo, how we can log in this tool. Then after that, how we can use this tool. So I'm going very basic steps one by one. Now this is a home screen of the Nearport. Please kindly see this. This is a home screen. If you need, I can share this URL to you. I'm just sharing the chat box, the URL. Yeah, this is a URL of the nearport.com. If possible, you can join with this Nearport. It is good for me. It is a nearport.com. It is an URL. And see, there is a good advantage in this. One more advantage. Only the teacher should need a login. So normally, if you are using any tool as a student or a teacher, we need to be logged. But this tool, what is the advantage? That students no need for the login. Even the students without the login or the sign up also, they can use this activity. They can participate in the classroom activities of the teachers when they are conducted. But only the case of teacher should need a login. See, that's why if you go with this login process, the student directly they're given a lessons code. Then automatically they will join without login. But if the teachers they like to connect any activity or conduct any activity, the teacher should having the sign up or the sign in, right? Similarly, the administrator, they can go with the payment. So the administrator only they have the payment like the higher authority, but the teacher side is free. That is why I'm using more than, I'm using the 4 account for the Nearport because there is a limitation I already mentioned, 100 MB only. So due to the reason for the space issues, I'm using the 5 account. 5 account, I have the 50 MB content I'm already saved. Right, so like this, I'm using the 5 account. Like this, you can also plan. Suppose you feel that the space is very less, you can use the 3 or 4 mail ID to create an account. 1 minute. Yes. Now, what I'm going to do here, there is the option called login. The login is option. If you are already having the account, only you can go to login. But as a first-time user, you can go with the sign up for free. When you go with the sign up for free, it asks some kind of preliminary questions, whether you are a teacher or a student, where you are working, this kind of basic question. Just you can select the teachers. I request the participants kindly follow me, please, because it may helping to what is that, make your classroom more engaged in the future classes. Please kindly do along with me, then only it will be fine for you. Yeah, first you can go to the joinearport.com, sorry, nearport.com. After this, go to the home page. In the home page, what you have to do, go to the sign up for free as a first-time user. Sign up for free and just doing the same process. Sign up for free. Then after this, what you have to do, you have to go with this. Whether it's asking whether you're a teacher or a student, click the teacher. Once you click the teacher, it's asking to be connected, whether you like to create an account through username, password, or if you have the sign up through the Google, because normally if you're using sign up with the Google, it's fine because we can easily retrieve the account. Suppose if you forget the username, password which you created now, sometimes you may forget this. Better to go with sign up with the Google. Once you go with sign up with the Google, it's asking the mail ID which you like to connect. Just you can connect the mail ID which you like to connect now. I'm already having the account, so that is the reason I'm not giving sign up, but I connect with this account only, thiakumuk@gmail.com. Once I click here, it directly moves to the home page of Nearport. So this is a way we have to log in, or we have to sign up into the. This is the first step, means this is sign up, right? So those who sign up, you can type yes in the chat box, the letter yes. So the yes represent you sign up well. Okay, you signed up well. So please, I request to the people those who sign up this tool, kindly type yes, because this tools consist of more number of features are available. I'm going very slowly one by one. I request all to be sign up or login. Sign up is a sign up we can use for the first time. If you create an account, it's called sign up. Then the second time, third time, if you like to use the same tool, you can go with the login. Please, if you have any doubts, you can ask me for the sign up. You can text me or you can unmute and talk to me. It's a very simple process. Go to the sign up for free. Then you can continue with your sign up with the Google account. Then click your email ID and give this password. Automatically, it comes to this home screen. In the home screen, you can find the empty here because I'm already having the content. That is the reasons you are not finding anything because you have a lot of materials are available. But in your end, you may find the empty screen, very empty screen. Kindly check. Is it working? Is it working? If you have done this sign up, you can type yes in the chat box, please. Yeah. So after at least 1 or 2 members are sign up, I come to the next level. Once you sign up, you can see this. First, you have to explore the features which is available in the nearport. So just I'm going to elaborate which are the basic feature which is available. Then after the session, after the tea break only, I'm going to do the demo, how we can use it for these resources for our classroom, and finally how we can use this in our classroom. That I'm going to talk to next level. Yeah, so hope you might doing this sign up, right? I'm believing this right now. Otherwise, you can try it in the home later. That's not an issue. Now you can see this is a home page of my nearport. In the right corner, you are finding my profile photo, right? If you like to use this profile photo, if you want to change the profile photo like me, you can click this right corner. Then you can go to the my profile. Once you go to my profile, it gives some kind of basic details you have to modify. For example, there is here options like my profile. Here, if you like to change this, the settings like a grades, subjects. These are basic questions of sometimes asking whether you are working in your grades, which grade, whether you are higher education or is college or the school level, you can give this. Then subject, which subject you are taking this. So these are the details you have to give it. Then if you like to change this photo, just you can click edit and change this photo here. So there is an edit option there, you can change it. Suppose you change this one, if you like to go with manage nearport account, go to the manage nearport account. Here you can find out this kind of options. Like you can find out the first name, last name. If you want to edit, you can do this. The email ID which you connected, that is available. Then the basic questions. So what is your subject grades? Whether the subject which you belongs to. So I'm from the others, because of professional studies, if I'm putting this in others. Then which country you belongs to, then which school you belongs to, like School of Education, University of Kerala. Like that, I already given this information while creating an account. Similarly, if you go to the lesson settings, there is a lesson settings are available. Here, the basic student setting, autofill the student's name. Then enable the students' notes. Suppose the students' notes to be allow the students to take notes by the nearport. For example, I'm sharing this material to students without my consent, they will be downloaded. Suppose you want to stop this process, you can off this. The students can view only, they cannot be downloaded. Further, this are the option you have to disable it or turn off it. Then accessibility, enable immersive readers. For example, some kind of deaf and dumb students also there. It automatically supporting the immersive reader options. The live participant setting, whether the students join with the names or allow the students to edit, resubmit the answer. If you like to enable it, you can enable it. Like this, lot of settings, the lesson transaction settings are available. Based on which is essential for you, you feel that I don't need to give this permission to change that answer from the students, kindly remove this. So turn on means the students may be changed at a number of time for the submission of their assignments. Then there is a notification settings. So automatically there is a email notification may comes here. There's a payment detail. Suppose you need to go with the payment option, this too, it's good. Suppose you are doing the research, then you can go with this. Otherwise, leave it. Okay, and even I didn't done any kind of payment in this. This way we had to see the basic settings of the nearport. If you like to go back to the nearport homepage, you can go to the once again the left corner, the nearport icon, then it goes to the nearport homepage. Right now, the other features which is available here, and just to list out here, the left side you can see there is a 3 options. One is called My Lesson. My Lesson means the lesson which are already created by everyone. For example, if you click My Lesson, you can see this lot of lessons available. These are the lessons created by myself. That's why it's listed here. Right. Suppose if you click the My Profile, you can see this profile of yours. The next one is a report. The report is an option we can use. For example, you are conducting more than 10 or 15 activities through this nearport. You want to download the report. You want to give this internal marks to students. So what is the advantage? Whenever you connect to this activity, you can find out this report. For example, there is a activity which I conducted HRDC Bardaya University. This report I want to download means I can click here. I can download this entire report. There is a 33 participants. They joined July 7, 2022. If I want to download this, I can download this. Just I can click here. You can download this entire activity. So how many people are actively participated? How much time they're spending with the tool? Whether the students are participating in all the questions. Every details we may get this kind of output. Okay, now we can see this output of each individual. So each student's output, how many marks they got, 100% of involvement are there. The total participation, video, seeing, drawing it, time to climb, whether all the activity the students are participating. It's like a summary report, activity report as well as student report. Like this, we may get the 3 separate report. If you need, we can download it. So this way, we had to download the entire report of the learners. Then if you go to the Nearport library, they're given some kind of basic lesson plan, which is available default here. Like even the Nearport, which I already mentioned, is like a repository, no? They have their own repository. So even that repository content also, if you like to download, it's possible through this. So, or if you like to use that other, for instead of developing the content by yourself, if you want to use that other skill, for example, there is a life skill based activity to conduct the students. Here there is a life skill activity, see the promotion of inclusion. You can use this kind of activity for your classroom. Instead of developing by yourself, already existing content are available, like a life skill based or mathematics based. All the contents which you like to use, you can use it, because here see this much of contents are available as part of the life skills. Even the empathy, stems by the numbers, lot of activities are available. Similarly, there is a teacher resources. Suppose the teacher based, like classroom activity based resources, if you like to develop, you can connect with these people, connect with the Nearport team, and you can share. For example, you may be expertise to develop the content. If you have the, we cannot be upload directly, but if you are having the connection with the Nearport member, they're given some kind of expert, they're given some kind of badges like Nearport experts. Then after that, you can share your content to this forum. So this way, the Nearport might helping for the teacher resources. Even if you are good to developing resources, you can contribute to directly the Nearport. Instead of using by yourself, you can share developing a resource and uploading the repository of the Nearport. The entire worldwide, the people might use this. So this way, the Nearport, it may helping us, right? And this is the basic template, sorry, interface of the Nearport. Do you have any doubts? Do you have any doubts of this interface? If you don't have a doubts, you can type or in the chat box. Suppose you like to find here, for example, I'm basically from statistics. I want to find whether any of the statistical resources which is available here. Just you can type statistics here. There is an option called search. You can type statistics and just searching these things. You can find those, find out the lot of activity which are related to the statistics. Now you can see, like is just statistics, statistics, then basic probability, everything is available. So this way we have to use this tool. Similarly, if you like to go with the skewness, suppose I like to talking about skewness, the skewness activities are available. These are the activity, it's not created for myself, it's already available, just I'm using this tool. This is developed by the Khan Academy, developed by the Khan Academy. So it's a very eminent academy, right? So even we can use some of the very eminent academic based resources without paying any money, and even you can create yourself. Yeah, so now we have the doubts related to this particular interface. Do you have any queries? Any queries? If you don't have queries, I can move to the next level because we have the break at 11:30. We have 10 more minutes this time. If you have the queries, you can ask me now.
Thanks, Dr. Thiagu, for such an engrossing session today. There will be a break of 15 minutes. The next session would start from 11:45. That would be based on content management system delivery. Today's session, the session chair is Dr. Ratan Suryavanshi, Director of Mathematics, Bhopal University. I would like Dr. Ratan Suryavanshi to have some words regarding this particular session. Dr. Ratan Suryavanshi.
Namaskar. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Audible.
Am I audible, ma'am?
sir,
Yes,
आप
sir.
सुनाई दे रहा, sir.
Okay, thanks. I would like to thank Sir Tyagu sir. Actually, his ideas regarding are highly appreciable and appeals us. His ideas regarding the difference between LMS and CMS, he explained it very well. And I think his ideas regarding management of classroom, regarding the management tools are highly appreciable. I think his ideas will be very fruitful for the program which has been conducted by both university. Once again, I would like to thank sir, and his ideas will be available for us whenever we will be in the need of the ideas. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. Our next session would start from 11:45. So we will be there at 11:45 sharp. Thank you so much to all of you.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye. So we meet 11:30. So 11:40. Sorry, 11:40.
यार एक तो ये रतन सर को फोन करो कि वो
Harish,
Welcome again to our resource person, Dr. K. Thiagu, and all the enthusiastic participants for this second session of day 2. And this session is on content management system delivery. So over to Dr. Thiagu.
Thank you so much, man. Hope my voice is audible to all of you. I'm audible? Yes, fine.
Yes, you are audible.
Yes. So once again, good afternoon. So good morning to all. So we're about to reach a good afternoon also. Yeah, now what I'm going to do this particular session, just I'm going to tell how we can keep this particular tool as CA content management as a repository. After that, I'm going to emphasize how we can use this content which created through this tool, how we can use it for the delivery purpose. In our classroom, how we can use it. In what way the students may be connected with us through this activity. For this, I'm going to be explaining one by one, step-by-step process. The first thing, just I'd like to explain how we can create and content through this, or how we can upload the content directly from this portal. That is the things I'm going to focus on now. Here, this is an interface of this tool that we already discussed. Here, there is an option called create, right? So normally the create it, wherever you find the create, it means creating or developing, right? So here there is a two where two times the create options are finding here. One is this blue color button, and similarly the top right corner near to the profile picture, here the create option. You can use both options for create. It will be working the same function only. The functions of these two create same function only. So if you click here or there, also the same function. Now my intention to create a lesson or developing a lesson. So therefore I click the create and click the lessons. Once I click the lessons, it going to the another interface. This is an interface only we are going to add the content. And see, according to the MOOC, do you know that SWAYAM, right? The SWAYAM, it is based on the 4-quadrant approach. That's called 4-quadrant philosophy to be involved in this, or 4-quadrant of pedagogy. The first quadrant, it is called as an e-video, that's called electronic video. The second quadrant is called e-text. The e-text may be a PDF file or a text file or the PowerPoint, any file, it might be called as a e-text. The third and fourth quadrant is called as an activity, especially we can use for the assessment as well as the discussion forum. So like this, there's a 4-quadrant approach in the case of our SWAYAM, it's promoting. The similar way, this particular platform, it's promoting the 4-quadrant approach. We have the content, the first 2 quadrant for the content delivery, the second 2 component for the activity. The similar way, it is also divided like this. Now, my intention to create a lessons. Therefore, here we can find out the options called add content or untitled lesson, right? First, we like to create a name of the particular tool due to the reason that just clicking this pen near to the pen, there is untitled pen is to be selected. There I am giving the name of the tool. So today I like to create a content management system, asset development, or CMS introduction. I'm putting the title as a CMS introduction. The title of my presentation, CMS, content management system introduction, right? So this is a title. So what is the purpose of this title? Whenever you like to retrieve this particular material, we can retrieve directly from this, right? Due to the reason, this file name is nothing but to finding the resources or finding the particular content in future, we can use this particular name to retrieve it. So the same way, whenever you create any Word document, we are giving the file name, the same name mode, we are giving the lesson plan lesson names. Now, after this, we can find out the option called add content or activity. These two things are same, add new or add content, both is look like a same. If I click the add content, there's a small pop-up window. In this pop-up window, there is the option called all, recent, more popular. So all means all the features, even you can find it both create option, interactive option, activity option, everything we can find at the all, right? Suppose we want to find the recent update in this case of tool, whether any recent update is there, we can see the recent update or recent application which I use it from my end, that also is available. These are the features which I'm using regularly. Then most popular, so most popular activities also it's listed here. This is the three things, it will be common because if you want to explore all the features, you can click the all. If you go with the recent feature which you're using, you can go with the recent. The most popular activity which the people are feel, that's called most popular. And this, all the things may be compiled into two headings. Actually, the entire three things would be divided into the two headings, like media content, then second one is called activity content. So both is same only. So all, if you click all the things you can find. But here we are dividing into different headings like media content and activity content. In the case of media content, there is a two options like a create, other one is called interactive. The create means we can create some kind of presentation content. Even we can upload the PPT. We can share any kind of resources to the students. Then the interactive means suppose you like to create some kind of interactive presentation, the interactive content to the learner, we can use the interactive. So if you click the create, you can find the other option like create a slide, slideshow, SWA, PDF file, PowerPoint, images, audio. If you click the interactive, we have to find the other options like video content interaction, web content interaction, BBC video interactions, nearport 3D interactions, simulation interactions, VR filter. Normally, interaction means there may be a content student interaction, a student interaction, a student teacher interaction. A lot of interaction may be possible. Here, most of the interactions are student content interaction. How the students are interacting with the content, that is called interactive. So here, this much of options are available for interacting with learners. Interacting with the learners. Now, the other thing, activity based. So these two things relate to the media content. That is for the first quadrant, first and second quadrant of the according to the SWAYAM. Like creating a content, the content may be video file or in audio file or in any kind of PDF file or in context file. So list two, the activity based, there's a two kinds of activity they given. One is called cues and games based, other one is called discussion. The similar kind of SWAYAM. One is called assessment, other one is called discussion forum. If you like to conduct an assessment, you can go to the cues and games. There is a different kinds of cues. One is called cues, drawing, filling the blanks, memory test, time to climb, matching pause, different mode is there. Similarly, if you like to go with some kind of discussion forum, we have this much of discussion forum, right? So just I'm going to explain which are the options are available now. I'm going to do the demo one by one in what way we can use these features in our curriculum, in our content delivery, or in the case of content development that I'm going to focus on now. So now, as first of all, I like to add some kind of video content. So due to the reason what I'm going to do, I'm clicking the interactive. In the interactive, my intention to add some YouTube video. Based on some YouTube video, I want to ask the questions to my students. This is my idea. So due to the reason, just I'm clicking the interactive and click the video. Once I click the video, it asking to add the content and just click add button. Once I click the add button, it goes to the next interface. In this interface, we have to select this video from YouTube or directly from the nearport, or some way we had to upload this video. So that is a lot of options are available, but my humble suggestion, better to use a YouTube because once you integrate the video from YouTube, you don't be occupy the space of your cloud storage of your nearport because we already have only the 100 MB only. If you're uploading one new video, the entire 100 MB will be over because the video content, you know, the MP is to be so high. So better, we have to find some videos related to your content from the YouTube. I'm just moving to the YouTube. I'm typing here. Thiaga Surya is my YouTube channel. Just I'm typing here. So here I find all my YouTube videos. These are the YouTube videos which I made this. Suppose I like to share some videos related to mobile photography. I'm just selecting this video of the mobile photography. And after selecting this, so just you can comes down, there is an option called adding this. So you have to just add this videos, or you have to find there is an option called save in the down. Click the save. So now I added one video related to the mobile photography to the people those who like to connect with me. So now I added this video. Now see, this video is 4 minutes. There is a videos for 4 minutes, right? So because the YouTube I posted 2 days before, that video duration is 4 minutes. But my idea that I don't need to show 4 minutes video or 4 into 4:30 seconds video. Instead of that, I want to trim this video. So because once you show this video 3 minutes, the students may feel boring to see the 4 minutes video at a stage. So therefore, what I feel, instead of sharing this 4-minute video, I'm going to trim this video. I want to show only the 2 minutes of this video. So what I'm going to do, there is an option called trimming. Please kindly note, this is a video from the YouTube. Now, when I'm sharing this video to my students, I am able to trim this video. So once I click the trim, I can find out the left corner and right corner, there is a white line, right? So now if I like to show the trimming up to 2 minutes, so I like to show the 2 minutes video or 1.5 minutes video, just you can trim this. Now I like to keep it for 1 minute 37 seconds video. I like to show. Then after this, just I added this. What it means in the sense, instead of 4 minute 30 seconds video, I minimize this video into 1 minute 37 seconds. Then after that, click trimming. So now the 4 minutes video, 4.5 minutes video, it cut into the 1 minute 37 minutes. It's not directly cut from the YouTube. So only my near port, the 4:30 minutes video is divided into 1 minute 37 seconds. Like this, I made this as a trimming mode. And another options that's called interactive. The term interactive means I'm going to interact as the learner. They're going to interact with the content. For example, this is a 1 minute 37 minutes video I like to share to the students. And parallelly, I want to ask this question to my students. So it happened if you look into the course of Coursera and edX. If you look into the SWAYAM, we cannot find this kind of options. If the case of Coursera and edX, what is the option? For example, there is a 7 minutes video. Each 1 minute, there may be a one quiz questions. Once the people are giving the response of these quiz questions only, the people might see the remaining video. Like this, we can add this video. In between, we can add the cues. That is called interactions. There is a video. In between the video, we can ask some questions. Now, I'm going to do this process. Now, we have the 1 minute 37 seconds video. Now, I'd like to add the questions in the 16 seconds. See here, in the 16 second, when I select the the cursor in particular places, the particular place I like to ask the question to my students. So here, after selecting this area, go to the add an activity. Here we can ask the question whether you like to go with the open-ended question or multiple choice. Now I like to ask the question, open-ended question. Just I am asking the general question related to the mobile photography. What is the mobile you are using? Okay. What is the mobile? So you can know your mobile phone name. Okay. Can I? Yeah. So just I am asking, can you share your mobile phone name? Yes. So can you share your mobile phone name? Then this is a question I like to ask in the 16th again. After adding these questions, just you can click the save. Now what it means, there is a video for 1 minute 37 seconds. In this 1.37 seconds, there will be a questions. Once the students giving the questions only in the 13 seconds, they can go to the next level of video. So now the one questions may be added in the 30 seconds, you can see. Similarly, I like to add the question, one more question in this 49 seconds, and just asking the questions multiple choice. What is the front camera empty? Okay. So just asking the question, what is your camera, the front camera? What is your front camera? Mobile camera, MP. So or megapixel. Okay. What is your front camera? Pixels. Okay. I'm just asking the questions as pixels, right? I'm asking the options like this, 8 MP megapixel. So I'm giving this option like 8 MP. then 12 MB. Then add the responses, then 16 MP, then 32 MP, then 48 MP. So like this, I'm asking some questions to the learners. 49 MP, right? 8 MP, 48 MP, right? So now these questions, I like to ask the questions. What are your, then click the save button. Now what I done now, please select the response. Oh, this is not a multiple choice. This is like a single, what it mean in the sense, the question having only one response will be correct. Therefore, what I'm going to do, just I'm asking the question. Is basic questions. I'm asking that LMS stand for. As two of basic question stands for learning, or you can go with this options, learning management tool, learning management software, management soft skill software, or management system, and changing as a management system. Similarly, I'm changing the other options like learning multi-software, multimedia software, then learning multimedia system. So like this, I'm asking the question to the learners. Now in this, out of this, we have to select the correct response of this. So this thing's not needed, then just you can delete this. Yeah, now the four options, out of the four options, we have to select the correct response. Click the save. So now what I done, I have one video of 1 minute 17 seconds, or 1 minute 37 seconds. Out of this, that 1 minute 37 seconds, I added two questions inside, in between, or in between I added the question. This is called interactive. So here the students may view this video and finally they may give the response like a quiz questions and all. So here there is an interaction between the content to content. What is the content? The video content. In the video content itself, there may be one more interaction that's called text content interaction. Therefore, video content that's called video text interaction maybe happen this. Therefore, it's called interactive presentation. Then now I like to add this as a content, as a first content to my learners. Just I click the save button. So now I prepare one video content with the use of YouTube, and I added two questions inside this. Right now, the first content is ready. The first content title is mobile photography. Right? You understood? So those are understood, you can type you in the chat box. So I done the two things here. First, I found this YouTube video. Then after this, I trimmed this video. In this video, I added two more questions as a interactive questions. So that is the way I finished the first content development. Do you have any doubts? Those are understood, you can type you in the chat box. Or if you have any questions, I can do the demo once again. Please kindly type in the chat box. I move to the next level. I hope you understood. Please, I request all to be respond in the chat box.
Yes, sir.
You can
Yes,
type.
sir.
Thank you. So others, please kindly type you in the chat box, please. Yeah.
We
Now
are
we reach-
disabled to chat box, sir.
Oh, you're disabled. Okay, that's fine. I don't know this. Okay, that's fine. Now, just I like to go with the second question. If I click the plus symbol, I click the plus symbol. I like to add the second questions. Therefore, I'm just going to the create options. In the create options, now we are discussing about interactive. Therefore, I'm going to the interactive, the second content. Now, my intention, I like to add some kind of web content instead of a YouTube video or instead of any kind of video. Web content, if you like to share the URL to the students to explore by themselves, I can go to the web content. In the web content, just to click add. So once you click the add, we can find out some kind of interface is asking the URL. Just you can type the URL which you like to share to the student. For example, I like to share my website to my students. I'm typing my website and save it. So now the second content I'm adding is a URL. The URL might be any kind of URL. It may be a personal website or any kind of blog or any kind of URL which you like to share to a student that you can add this. So now we added the two content. One is the video content. The second one is the web content. Now I'm just to go with some other interactive. Once I press the add, I'm going to the interactive. In this interactive, just I'm going to add the BBC video. So BBC video, what is the advantage? Especially for teaching language and all. And the BBC videos may helping to teach how to do the pronunciation or to teach about some science concept or social science concept because a lot of science and social, even the language-based videos are available. That video you want to share to the student, then you can go to the BBC video. There we can find the plenty of BBC videos available, like environmental life, species-based, health basis, innovation technology basis, inspiring leadership basis, and history basis. Suppose I like to share some of the inspiring leadership related to the Gandhi and finding case, or Socrates. I like to share the Socrates based some information I want to share my students. Select the Socrates and click that. This is a video prepared by the BBC worldwide. Their video I'm using from here. Click done. So like this, even if you create your own video, you can upload this video. That's also possible, but I'm taking the video from the BBC site. And similarly, I like to go with another activity. For this, I'm going to the interactive. That's called Nearport 3D. That is one of my favorite option, particularly when the people like to explore the 3D animated things or some kind of GIF science concept, associate concepts. The Nearport is having the own repository, having some kind of is developing some kind of 3D impact. So if you want to use that kind of objects, 3D objects, we can go to the 3D and plus the add symbol. We have the plenty of options are available in the case of Nearport 3D, especially for teaching environment, human body, microscopics. For example, as I like to, and suppose I'm blank to the some kind of science background teacher, I want to share the human body, the auditory system or cardiovascular system or some kind of digestive system to my students. Or skeletons. Suppose I like to highlight the full body of my full body to my students. I can select this kind of 3D effect. This 3D effect, like a 3D dimensional content is available. The students maybe interact with the content directly from by themselves. So they can select this particular, as a teacher, I can select this full body and click done. So once I click done, I added as a fourth content as a full body content. It seems that I'm added some kind of 3D animated content to my student. This is the way I'm developing the content. Please kindly note. Still now I'm talking about development. So after this, I'm moving to the delivery. So like this, I'm developing a content as I like, right? Now I'm going to the interactive. There's other one content is called PhD. Particularly, it's good for the mathematics and science people. Those who like to do some kind of interactive, like virtual lab experiences. Here we have some kind of virtual lab options are available. If you click the PhD plus add, we have find the plenty of virtual library, the virtual lab option. For example, if you want to talking about the basic frictions, I have the plenty of options are available. But suppose I like talking about normal public curve. So I'm basically from statistics means I like to talking about statistics. For this, I like to explain probability curve. I can select the probability curve animated. It's like a activity-based virtual lab. So I'm selecting this content. It's an activity content and click that. So now I'm added as a PhD. PhD means like some kind of simulation content. I'm added as a fifth content. So like this, we can add a content one by one. So I'm doing the demo very slowly, one by one. Now we reached up to the PhD content. You can go with the n number of PhD content. It's up to us. The next thing, those are blanks to the history. They like to give some kind of experience to the learners, getting some kind of virtual tool experiences. It is also possible through this. There is an option called VR field trip. This is like a virtual reality field trip. It is possible through this because most of the tool is not supporting virtual reality, but this is a tool is an advanced level tool because it's supporting any kind of simulations, animation effect as well as the VR effect through this. If I click the add, the default in the repository of the Nearport, they have some kind of Nearport repository consists of some of the VR, some of the virtual tour 360 panoramic views are there. This is called 360 panoramic views. Suppose I like to show my students how the Taj Mahal look like this. So I can select the Taj Mahal because if you look on this, lot of images are available like Taj Mahal, Santorini, Greece, the view of Machu Picchu, then Temple of Expiatory, then Golden Gate Bridge, then Mars Panorama. A lot of things are there, but I like to share to my students as like a Taj Mahal, the 3-dimensional view or panoramic view. I can select this VR of the Taj Mahal, then click that. So like this, we can add a different VR content, virtual reality content. So now, why these are things called interactive means because the participants can be able to interact with the contents. The participants are able to rotate the content. They're properly able to be participate in the virtual tour experiences. Similarly, they can participate in the simulation or Nearport 3D. Due to the reasons called as a Nearport as a interactive content. And similarly, I like to move to the some of the Nearport active content, but it's not as interactive. That's only for creating a normal PowerPoint or normal PDF file if you want to share the students. For this, I'm going to the create option. Still now, I use the interactive. Now I'm going to create a basic things. For example, I like to share some slides to my students. Instead of uploading a PPT, if I like to create a PPT directly from the Nearpod is possible. That is why if you go to the create, it asks me to create a slide, click the slides and click add. So here in this slide, I like to add some content related to the some kind of assessment tool. This is like a normal PPT. It's the same like a normal PPT. So here I'm adding some content e-assessment. So in the e-assessment, I've given some of the e-assessment tools. I'm giving some tool names here. Then Google Forms, then Microsoft Forms, then SurveyMonkey, then Socratic, then Qzalize, then Qzis. So this all the software is related to the e-assessment tools. So just I'm added this kind of thing. Suppose you want to add this images or some kind of background music, look like a PowerPoint, we are adding the background videos, then GIF images, audio, everything's possible. The same like a PowerPoint, the PowerPoint, which are things possible to add in the normal PPT, the same thing is possible to add here. Suppose you like to add this some shapes here, you can add the shapes here. If you click here, we can find the shapes, you can add the shapes. It's up to us only. Suppose you like to add some images, go to the image, you can go to the add images. Here you can upload these images directly from here. Suppose I like to add this images. From my desktop, I'm adding these images. I'm selecting these images. Yeah. Then after adding these images, then go back and add this, click open. Yeah, now I'm added this images also. So like this, we can add images, video in the PowerPoint itself. Suppose I feel this slide is okay, then what I will do, just I'm going back and to the save button. So here there is a save button is available. There is a save option. So here, just I'm clicking the save now. Right now, the one slide is ready as a normal content. So altogether, I created different content activity. Like I started with YouTube video, then web page content, and then airport 3D simulation. Like this, I created 7 content. I developed a 7 content. Now, similarly, I like to develop some other content. I can go to the create options. In the create, you can see slide and slide classic. What is the difference? The slide classic, we can find some kind of background and directly we can add some videos and directly from this. That's the options are available. That's the same like slide. That's why I'm skipping this. If you have some kind of slideshow, if you like to upload, it's also possible. Suppose there is a SWA. There is a SWA. It's look like a PowerPoint, but there is a SWA account. It's already default. Some kind of SWA PPTs are available. Some kind of presentation available. Suppose you want to connect this little resources. Instead of developing a resource from your end, the default, the SWA, we have some kind of content that you want to use it for your teaching. Just you can go to the SWA, click at SWA is the repository, the same like PowerPoint. Suppose here I like to talking about some of the England tourist place. You can click this England, the Big Ben tourist place, and click add SWA. So it is like it's consists of 5 or 10 slides. It's already there. This will automatically maybe connected here as an 8th content. Same like PPT, but instead of developing from our end, the SWA is already having some repository and some kind of resources are available. That resource I'm added as a PPT. Instead of developing yourself, you can develop this. Yeah, so just time someone's yes, and just remove this. Yeah, now I'm moving to the next one. So still now we are talking about how to add the resources. I move to the next one, add content, and go to the create. In the create, I'm going to add the PDF. For example, I have some resources, but it's not available in the online portal. But I want to share personally to my students through this portal. We can go to the PDF. It will be uploaded directly from your desktop. So we can go to the upload options. You have to click this connect with this PDF file. Suppose you have the PDF file which is available here. If you like to share this, you can upload it. For example, there is a SPS book, but the KB is so high. That is the reason I'm not able to upload. Like this, we can upload any kind of file to the people. For example, just I like to check whether any kind of file is PDF file is available to me. Yeah, see there is a PDF file. Yeah, next ICD award. There is a file is there. Just like to share this file to the people. And just I'm clicking this and open. So now this file, this is a PDF file which is available in desktop. It will be uploaded in this portal. Even the people, those who are connected with this activity, they can able to see this, the entire PDF. Then similarly, if you like to add some PowerPoint, suppose you have the own PowerPoint, that PowerPoint you want to upload. What you have to do is click this PowerPoint, click the add, it automatically asking to be uploaded. The similar way, what way I'm uploading the YouTube, a PDF file, no, the same way you have to be upload this PPT, but it takes time because the KB wise PPT size, that's why I'm not uploading. The similar way, the way you are doing this PDF upload, the similar way we have to do this PowerPoint. Then similarly, if you like to add the images, suppose I like to add some images to my students to discuss something related to content, then go to the same content, then you can select some PPT from the, for example, I'm just moving to the PPT, I'm finding some images from my desktop. So here, I'm just to go with the conceptual images. Yeah, I'm adding this images as part of only the images, right? So only one images may be available in this particular content. Now I've added the 10 contents. This is the way I'm developing the content, my lesson plan and developing. This is like a lesson plan. We knows that how we can what is that, go with the class. For example, you may be 1 hour lesson. What is your first step? What is the second step? What is the third? So this we already knows. So what we have to do, when you know this order, we have to keep this order based, the content we have to be uploaded, right? We have to be go with the sequence order. Even suppose you feel that this images is not be 10th, you want to keep it as a third, it's possible. What you have to do, just you can do the drag and drop. You can do later also to change the order. For example, in the case of you are structuring, you are presenting your lecture, the third content might be this images. What you have to do, just you can shuffle this, or this images may be fifth content, just you can change it like this, or it may be last one, you can keep it like this. So we can change the position at any time based on the order of your presentations before going to delivery. So once you deliver, it cannot be changed, but before the delivery, you can shuffle this order. You can fix this, the lesson plan structure, and we can execute this. So still now we are talking about only the media content as part of this SWAYAM. It is called first 2 quadrant, e-video, then electronic video as well as the e-text. So these 2 things possible to the media. Now I move to my favorite options like activities. So this is in the case of Moodle, in the case of SWAYAM, we may talking about assessment or as well as the discussion. For the assessment, we can go with these cues and games. The cues and games is meant for the assessment, then discussion is meant for the discussion forum. So I'm going to the cues. Here we have this much of options like cues, drawing it, filling the blanks, a lot of options are available, right? So first thing, cues, I'm going to the cues. Cues means you can ask a multiple choice question or 2 or 4 questions. Just I'm going with add. If I click the add, it goes to the question answer interface. There we can give these questions, right? Even we can fix the time also. For example, here there is a question. I'm just typing a CMS stands for. So because all the people knows this kind of questions only. That's why content management system, content management symbol. Then content management system. Like this, I'm giving the 2 options. If you go with the 3rd option, also possible. All right, now you have to select the correct responses. Then suppose you like to fix the timing, you have to go with the timing. So here the timing, add timer is there. If you like to fix the time for the particular question, like I like to fix only the 13 seconds or 50 seconds, you can fix it. So it seems that within the 15 seconds, the learners maybe give the responses. Suppose you like to add the questions, the next question, but the questions like images based, you can add this. But I feel that 1 question is enough for here. That's why I'm click the save. So I'm added 1 cues content as part of the activity. Now I feel that there is a content, see, there is a 10 content and 1 activity. I want to shuffle this. So instead of going with the content together, I want to add this activity as a second. So the 3rd is an activity. Then like this, you can shuffle it, because if you always go with the content, then end is an activity is good. It's not very fair. You can merge this activity inside the content delivery. So like this, if you plan it good. So, but we have to be shuffled later. That also fine. That I told you. Now I like to go with this other content, other activity. For this, I'm going to the cues. This is called drawing it. Even if you want to check the learner's drawing skill or Robert competency, we can check with this. Go to the drawing option. Click at this is the option. The students may give the responses of drawing based. Suppose you are asking the people to be draw a butterfly. So you can just ask the questions and draw a butterfly and fix the time also. So if you need to fix the time, you can fix the time. So when the students are draw this butterfly, you are able to see this butterfly in your desktop itself, in the teacher screen. So that is the advantage here. So just I'm saying this. So now add the other activity to draw a butterfly. Yes. So see this activity now, it's the 12th activity is called draw a butterfly. Now I move to the add content. There is another cues gives that is called filling the blanks. Suppose you like to ask the question later, the filling the blanks, go to the filling the blanks and click add. Now I'm going to create a filling the blanks. So here I'm giving this option like, if this is for the font, you can select the font as you like. I like to go with this font. You can type the questions here. The questions, this is Google slide is a presentation tool. Is a presentation, right? So I'm typing entire statement. Then in this, which statement, which one you like to keep as a dash, like a fill in the blanks. You have to select this, particularly the Google slides. I want to fix a CA option. So if I'm selecting the Google slide is a presentation tool, then click save. Right now it's ready. So you must be at least one word. Yeah, got it. Okay. So now I already selected. Yes. So Google slide. Okay, I've selected these two things and click this. Okay. Now this is ready. The filling the blanks also ready. Now I move to the next activity as a choose. That is called memory test. The memory test, we have 9 images. The 2 images are look like a symmetry. Like we have to find based on the fast movement, we have to check where this circle is there. Immediately we have to select the circle. Where is the square is there? We have to select the square. Like this, we can conduct any kind of your subject content based memory test. For example, this is called memory test. There is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 into 14 boxes are there. We have to select a square. Immediately you can select the other square. So like parallelly, we have to checking the memory of our things, how your memory is to be activated, how it will be working with the memory fastly. That is checking. It's like a psychological test. So here I like to show some of the images. So I'm using the Bing images to search, for example, the square. I'm searching the square. Just I'm track it here. So this is where the teacher first do this circle and circle. So I'm just clicking the circle now. Then triangle. So like this, you can find any images as you like. Okay, but for the time being, I'm taking as a shapes now. Then cube. Then cuboid, or I can go with cone. Yeah. Then sphere. So I'm just doing through this kind of yeah. So like this, I added here some memory test. So once you execute, you can understand how it is working and click done. So now I added the memory test also. We can, it may be helping to test the memory power of the learners. So now I added the 4th activity, 14th activity. Now I move to the other cues games. Just I like to explain all the features. Then only understood how each feature we can use it for your content delivery purpose. Now the time to claim is same like a gamification. Yesterday we learned lookup tool. No, the same gamification features are available here in the name of time to claim. It's one of my favorite features in the case of Nearport. If you go to the time to claim, you can ask the n number of questions. The same like gamified based. The students may get the whether they responded fastly, they may know the scores, the leaderboard, they may know the level, whether they first or the last, everything they can find it from there itself. Here we can ask some questions, very basic question. For example, just I'm asking some mathematics questions for checking the people's things 4 and 6. So you can add any content, but for the easy purpose, I'm adding this kind of content. Then we can select the correct responses. Then we can go the add question. Second question, there is a 2 divided by 2. Just I'm asking that another question. Yeah. Is equal to what? So that's called 2, 22, then 1, then 4. So like this, I'm giving the option. We have to select the correct responses. Then click. Suppose I feel the 2 questions enough, go to the save button. So this is a way we can add the time to climb. The time to climb should look like the yesterday gamification. The participant may be select their avatar. They may participate with the avatar only, right? So now 15 activities already. Now I move to the other activity. So here in this activity, I like to go with this the similar matching the purse. Match the purse, like matching the purse, like match the following. I can go to the match the following, click add. So this much of activities are available in a single tool. See, that's why I thought this tool is my favorite. It consists both the content as well as the classroom activities. It's possible. Now what did happen? We have to add the instruction. This is called match the following as instruction. So I'm developing the content. See, I'm developing the content. Here we can add this. Suppose you want to add the image also, we can add these images, right? We can search the images from here. For example, I'm just a zoom app icon. So you can add this zoom icon. Yeah. So yes, I'm just selecting this. Yeah, then click save. So I'm adding these images, basic. Then parallelly I'm giving this match the following. The people may identify this logo zoom. Then the second pair, I'm just adding the Google image. So Google Meet. That image I like to add here. Then Google Meet. Then save. So now you can add this Google Meet here. So the people might select from the options, right? The two per the third per. Sorry, I'm just going back to the third pair. Add image. I'm going with the WebEx app, WebEx meeting. So here I'm adding this WebEx sign and save. I'm giving this sign WebEx. So like this, I added 3 Q's questions, 3 match the following, click done. So now the 3 is ready. So when you execute, you can understand how it will be shuffling, right? So now the 3 is ready. Now what I'm going to do, I can save this match the following. Yeah. So now I added all the activities related to the games as well as the assessment like cues. Now I'm going to the discussion. Now I'm going to the discussion part. You can go to the add content. Then in the add content, I'm going to the discussion. So in the discussions, we have the different options like collaborative board. Even if you like to kind of say the poll questions or open-ended questions, you can ask this. So I like to ask the questions to the students as a collaborative mode. How do you feel about this tool? It's like a simple question. How do you feel about this tool? Like this, I like to ask the question. What is the advantage? This like a now what is the notice board? The people may share their ideas in the same notice board. All the people might read this answers. So collaborative whiteboard. So about the tool, I'm asking the question. How do you feel about this tool? Okay. How do you feel about this tool? About this nearport tool? Okay, I'm asking this question. So you have to respond from there. Okay. Nearport tool. Yes. Now the participant may share this details here. Even if you like to change this board type, you can change this size. Okay. That is possible, but I'm not changing here. Just I'm going to click save. So now I added say one discussion forum. I create a discussion forum in a collaborative base, right? I can click the save button. It goes to the home interface, the content interface of the nearport. So now you can see I've developed this much of content. I have 17 content for 1 hour lecture or 2 hour lectures. Then I'm going back to the remaining discussion area. That is for the flip is like a flip grid. It is for the Microsoft tool, but if you have the account only, we can able to use it. But I'm going to the poll. Suppose you like to ask some kind of polling question to the students, go to the ad. You can create some kind of polling questions. Look like we are conducting the Google, the classroom screen. No, the similar way we have to conduct some kind of things. So how do you feel about today? So I'm asking this one. How do you feel about today? You can ask any question related to the content, but I'm just to give you this option. Okay, good. Okay. Then very boring. Okay, boring. Okay. Just I'm giving this options like okay, boring or bore. Okay, just to give this share options, save options. Now what I done, I created a resources as a poll questions. You can go with n number of poll questions. Then final option, which I like to emphasize discussion, that is called as open-ended question. So what is the problem with the poll question? It's like a limited, it's like close-ended question. We can give this option, the students maybe give the response. But open-ended question, suppose you like to go with some kind of discussion to the students in an open-ended base. The students, they like to share their idea and thought by themselves, by their own words. You can go with open-ended questions. For this, what you have to do? We have to go with this, this mode and go to that interface. We can ask the question. So how do you engage? So I'm asking the question as a teacher. As a teacher, how do you engage? How do you engage your participants? Engage your participants in the online class. So this is questions in the online class. In the online class. I'm typing class. Yes. Yes. Yeah, this is a question I want to ask the learners. Just you can select this. And so here I just change it because it's automatic grammar is suggesting the change. How do you engage your participant in the online class as a teacher? Then this question you like to execute, click the save. So this is the way we have to develop resources. I hope now you understood the entire development process. So now I'm stopped the development process. Now I'm going to move to the delivery, right? After developing this content management tool or content management tool as I'm using as an airport, how we can deliver this content to the learners that I'm doing. Please, I request all the participants here, more than 119 participants, kindly join for the activity. Then only you can understand how it might be helping to the learners to engaging. So I request all, when I going to tell to be joined, please, I request all to join. Then only you understood how the tool is more effective. Right now, my development phase is to be over. Then after development, if you want to save 100% perfectly, after finishing the entire the content added, you want to shuffle this, you can shuffle. For example, I like to keep this poll session in between here, you can change this in between here. You want to change the open-ended questions in here, you can change this open-ended questions. Like that, we can change this position wherever you like to keep it, right? You know the order of your presentation. Based on this, you can shuffle this. After shuffling this, you can go to the save exit. Once I click the save and exit, it means that the developing interface, it will be saved and it goes to the home page interface. Now, my content is ready. My content is called CMS introductions. The content is ready. It will be saved perfectly. Now we can see. Now the first content, because it's like a chronological, which content you are developing recently, it may come first. The old contents comes down. Now see this here, latest content which I created now. So for this ensuring, you can see the title of my content, CMS introductions. Up to this, there is a development. Now what I'm going to do, just I'm going to concentrate how we can deliver this particular activity in our classroom. So even if you're connecting with offline classes or online classes, it's up to us only. For example, you are teaching for your students in offline mode, but students having the mobile phone, but you don't have LCD projector. That's also very unique thing. For example, after the COVID, most of the LCD projector is having the issues. That is the reason we are not able to use our PowerPoint and all. But now we have the remedy for this. Even you don't have LCD projector, there is no support for the LCD projector. What you have to do, we have to upload your PPT or your content, you have to develop through this. Only the things you have to tell your students to be connect the mobile phone and use the code and to view the things what is happening in a mobile phone or what is happening in your laptop. No, what are things in your laptop is visible, it's automatically visible to the learners. Like this, these tools may help. Like it may be extending. It's like a mirror screen of your laptop. So the students might view all your material which you're seeing in your laptop, it available in the mobile phone or in laptop of the learners. So for this, what we have to do, that is called delivery. So in the classroom, just to imagine that I'm standing in front of the 100 students. I don't have LCD projector. What I have to do, I can click the live participant. There's two modes are there. One is called synchronous mode, other one is called asynchronous. Synchronous means the students should be sit in the front and you can conduct the activity like a live. The teacher student should be lively interact. That is called synchronous, lively participate. In the case of student, we suppose instead of teaching the students, you like to share this content to as a homework or a reference material, you can go with the student way, that is called as a asynchronous or a homework mode, that's class synchronous. But now I feel that my students are sitting in front of me. I don't have a LCD projector, but I like to share my screen to my students through this tool. What I had to do, I can click the live participants in my laptop. Once I press the live participations in the laptop, I can find one link or some kind of URL or some kind of code. We have to share this code to the students in a different manner. So what you have to do, the two things, tell your students to be installed an airport app one way. The students may install an airport app in their mobile phone. That's one way. Other way, they don't have an airport app. There is no space in the mobile, not an issue. Tell the students to go to the any browser and type joinairport.com. So this way the students may connect with this activity. So there's a different mode. So I understood. I hope you understood. For connecting the students, we had to direct the students to install an airport application in their mobile. That's one way. Other way, tell the students to use any browser in the mobile phone. Tell them to go with the link called joinairport.com. Then it automatically asks the PIN number. There's a code. That code we have to share the students. You can write the code to the board, or you can tell orally to the students. It's up to us only. So just I'm going to refresh it and checking my internet connections. It takes a little time. I'm just refreshing these things once again. Yeah, I'm going back. Please see this. So I'm going to the New Airport library. Once again, I'm going to execute these things. Yeah, the same content. I'm just doing the same process. How we can do the live after which content you like to go with the live participations or executing, just you can keep the cursor above. Here the option called live participation, just to click the live participations and click the resumes. Okay, so it's showing this code, it going this code because already downloaded due to the net connections, it little delay. So we can see this, it's showing now. Yeah, now the code is ready. Now the code is ready. As a teacher, I can share this code the students different way. One is called copy this link. Please kindly see the chat box. I'm sharing this link right in the chat box. Right, you can share this code. This is a code that people may connect. Suppose for joining this, the code the students may go to joinairport.com. This one way. The students may go with join.nearport.com. That is one way. The other way, that if you have the students having the WhatsApp group, just you can copy this link. There is a copy option and paste the link directly to the students in the WhatsApp group or somewhere. Then automatically the students may connect with this. There is no need to type the code, right? The students may directly connect with this. So now I request all to go with this activity. Go to the join@nearport.com and give this code. The code is capital letter QJCSK. That is one way, right? Other way, what you have to do, you can just click this link which I share it now. There is a HTTPS apps.nearport.com. No, just you can click. I request a humble request to all the participants. You can join, then only you can understood, please. And this tool is maximum supporting 40 members only. It's a free tool. I'm using it. If the paid tool is maybe using, you can use for more number of people, because as the higher education, we have maximum 30 to 40 students. That is the reason I didn't went for the payment. If you have more number of students, it's a little difficult, right? Only maximum capacity as a free versions, 40 participants only join. That's like a first in, first out, right? So those are joining first, they may be getting to this. Yeah, now what I'm going to do, I'm just doing the other screen demonstration, how the students may join with this. Please kindly see this the same way. The left screen is a teacher screen. Yesterday I demonstrated. The left screen is a teacher screen. The right screen is here student screen. I'm doing the demo, how the students may join with this. So the students may click this link or the link which I shared previously, just you can copy and enter it. Once you enter this link, it goes to this interface. Now you can see this interface. The right screen is a student screen. In the interface, you can see this. Now on parallel, I can close this interface. Yeah. Now I can give this name of this name. I'm joining as the name of Tiago and change the name of Tiago and join this name. Join this name, and immediately the content may be visible now. The content is visible. So I have 7 participants. See, as a teacher, I can be able to see the 7 participants' name. See the teacher screen, the right screen. If I click this right screen, you can find the 8 members. So now the Jaya Chawla, Alpha PT, Rakesh, Pragya, Vivek Kumar, then Amit, Atmika, Kalpana, Seema, Daslim, Tiago. These are the people who are joined this. These are the people who are joined. Here the blue color and that green color represent those who are people in online. And the red color represent they may be joined, but due to the net connection or they may be seen the other screen other than my presentation. So like this, we can easily to know those who are online, those who are not online. The green color represent those who are participating. Red color means they are joined, but due to the network issue or some other issues, they're not doing this activity. Like this, we came to know that. So I request the participant kindly click this video. For example, there is a video which I shared, right? So tell the students give the 5 minutes or 1 minute to play this video. The students may play and they may hear this video.
It's hard. I know I'm better off just restarting.
Now I'm playing with the student screen. Now the students are playing this video. Now sharply, in the case of 13 seconds, they have the questions. The participant may give the response like, can you share your mobile phone name? I can give the names called one more. Okay, 1 plus, I'm giving my mobile name 1 plus 9. Okay, so the series 1 plus 9, then submit. Then once you submit, only the next level videos may be playing. Then continue playing.
More than anything to just move on.
So only 13 participants have joined. I request all the remaining of please join with this.
Got a feeling that this time, whoa, without you here in my nights, I won't admit that it's my fault, 'cause I know you don't care at all. I hate admitting that I crossed a
Yeah, now you can see there is a video. Just I stop. The entire thing is possible from the students' side. The students may want to stop the video, they can stop this video.
you won't believe me when
So we can give this time for the students to respond for this question. There is a question multiple choice LMS stands for. The students may give the response like this. Then after this, they have to submit and it asking to go to the next level of video. So this way, the students might play the submit and go to the next level of video. Continue playing.
I'm fine, 'cause I hate admitting that you broke me.
Now you can see, suppose you like to stop this video, you can stop this video from your end. They individually they can play this video. Right? For example, I don't have LCD projector. What I done with the code, the participant now they able to see this video. Are you able to see this video? Hopefully you are able to see this video. So yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. Now what I'm going to do, suppose what the response you given, no, I want to check the response which you given from your end. As 17 participants are there, I request the remaining people also kindly join with this activity. Now I want to see this 17 people's respond. I can go to the teacher view. See the left screen is a teacher view. If I press this, I can find this answer. Now Dr. Kalpana is Vivo 25. Then Dr. Alpha, Samsung S20. Dr. Rakesh is a Samsung A+. Then Pragya Agarwal is Vivo Mobile. Dr. Shima, Vivo. Like this, I can find this their people's responses, right? Similarly, I like to go with the response of the second question. I can press here. I can see these responses. Nearly 65% of people are giving the correct responses. 25% of people is not giving the respondent. So if I want to know these responses, I can see this. Deepak Singh is giving the correct response. Kalpana is giving the correct response. Dr. Alpha is giving the correct response. Rakesh giving the correct response. So we can see this red color, that blue color mark, it's showing this, those people are responded. So this way, this is only visible for the teacher side. Please kindly note, I'm just comparing the two screen, how the teacher screen, how the student screen, right? So now I'm viewing the response of the student side or the learner side from the teacher screen. Now, suppose I like to go with the next content, but the next content, there is no provision that the students can see this. Only the video content only is available for them. Suppose I like to change the second content, second page, or second content, I can, and the teacher screen, I'm changing this. Are you able to see this web page? So anyone can unmute and talk to me whether the changes happen or not. So now I change into the web content. Are you able to see the web content? Are you able to see the web content? So once you click the center, you are able to find out my web pages like this, right? Is it correct, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. You can see the entire web page, right? This way you can close it. Whether you are able to change the next page, the next content in your end is not possible, right? You cannot able to change. Suppose I like to change the next content, I can change the next content. Now you have to find the third content. You are finding the CMS stands for. There is a Q's question, right? I'm going to loading. I'm going to start the activity. Are you able to get these Q questions now in your end? Anyone can respond? Yes. Now the questions are available. Give
Yes,
this
sir.
response. Yes. Give
Yes,
the
sir.
response. Now you can give this response automatically may visible my end. See this teacher screen. So now you can see the teacher screen my end. So now the 3 seconds, 4 seconds, 2 seconds, the end time is over. Now, yeah, thank you, sir. Now see, there is a response from Atmika. Then there is a response from Bhavana. So only 2 of them responded. That's fine, thank you. So yeah, now this much of response, sorry. The Grishma Sharma is give the wrong response. The red color represent wrong response. The green color represent correct response. Jaya, Atmika, then Rahul, Tiagu. These are the people that give the correct response. So is it possible to change the next content? Your end is not possible, right? Only the teachers having the rights, because this is like a live participant, entire content with the teachers only. Now, suppose I like to go with another content, look like a PowerPoint, I like to change. I can change the next content. Can you see whether the changes happen to your end? Yeah. So where we'd like to play this video? So all devices. Now we are finding some Socrates video. Is it possible to play in your end? Kindly check. Is it playing?
Yes, sir, it is playing.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
It is a Socratic video.
Socrates was the opposite of the great conqueror. No glamorous hero striding to the far corners of the known world, but a difficult old man who stayed close to...
Now you can see my laptop content comes to your laptop or your mobile phone without LCD projector. I'm continuing with you, right? There's a way you can understand. And see, suppose after showing this video, if you like to ask the question, you can ask the question because the students are sitting in front of you. You can ask the question, right? That is one way. Now, suppose I feel that the interactions were over based on this particular content. I like to go to the next content. Now I'm changing the content. So now I move to the another content to tell to the students to explore what is the body type, human body. Are you able to see this human body anatomy?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Right. Whether you are able to interact, are you able to rotate this body? Can you able to rotate this? Can you able to
Yes.
zoom this? Can you able to zoom this?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so this is called interaction. You are doing the simulation, right? You are doing the simulations. Normally, when I share this particular 3D, only myself able to do it. But now I'm giving the freedom to the learners to be interact. That is called interaction. That learner can interact with the content. That's called interactive content. Normally we may call. So the people maybe rotate like anything. So right, they can zoom, they can view, right? They can rotate. Yeah. Suppose that this portion is over, I like to go with the next slide or next content. I can move this next content. So once I change the next content, automatically it's maybe change in your end, right? That's called PS3 interactive simulations. Is it visible now? It's like a normal public curve. It
Yes,
takes
sir.
time to visible, right? So kindly I do the activity. This is like a normal public curve. You can play this ball. If you plus this is a ball. If you're keeping this ball, more ball and pull it there. So now you can see how the normal public curve is coming. Now you can see the right side, that student screen. So now we are finding this, what is the M, what is that mu, what is that standard deviation. So are you finding this normal public curve? Like a histogram, you're finding this, right? You're finding this kind of histogram. So based on your movement only it's showing. Suppose I like to increase the speed, you can increase the speed, right? Now I'm increasing the speed of this dose. So now I'm increasing this. Now you can see this. Are you able to do this kind of interaction with your end? The same kind of interaction? Yeah, so therefore it is called interactive presentation. Suppose I feel that you understood the normal public curve. I would like to move to the next content. I can press this next button. You can see the next content. So next content is related to the virtual tool, virtual reality. Are you finding the Taj Mahal? Are
Yes.
you able to find? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Whether you're able to see the sky, you can rotate this. You are able to see the 360 degree. Are you able to see the 360 degree of Taj Mahal?
Yes, sir.
So this
Yes,
is
we
called
do.
virtual tool. This is called as a virtual tool. So now you are able to find how the virtual realities may helping you. So you are exploring the Taj Mahal looking the infrastructure from your place itself. So this is called virtual reality. Suppose I feel that I given the humble space to the learner. I like to tell to the learners to be go to the next content. They cannot be able to change. Only myself I can be controlled. Therefore, I'm going to the next activity. The next activity it is just times to become. You can wait for this. Yeah. Are you finding a PPT? Assessment tools. There is
Yes,
a image I added. There is a shapes I added. So I can explain from. For example, now I'm teaching the assessment tool for you. So you are sitting in the front of me. You have the mobile phone. You are seeing the content, and finally I'm explaining because I don't have LCD projector. Now, what is my laptop is projecting? The same thing it will be projecting here. So this way I'm sharing the things to you. Yes. Now just I'm moving to the other content. I move to the other content to you. I hope now we're the Microsoft SOA. It's getting into that universe end. So now I'm sharing some of the England photos, that location. So are you able to see these images? There is a significance of the origin, the key informations. So even I can explain these things by myself, right? Are you able to see this on PPT? Big Ben, England, locations. Is it possible? Are you able to see? Anyone can respond?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. We can see, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Now, suppose I like to go to the next content, I can go to the next content. This like, how do you feel today? You can give this response. You can give this response. There is a poll. Good. Okay. Bore. You can give
Yeah,
a
very
response.
good.
Okay. Just you can give this response. Right. So once you click this response, then submit. Okay. So like this, we can conduct some kind of polling questions based on your content, right? If you want to edit the answer, if you want to edit later, you can go with edit. That's possible. Just you can select this, right? Now you can see, now I got the response from the Grisma Shama, Pragya, JMM, then Atmika, then Alpha, then Bhavana, sorry, I may pronounce wrongly, Sadhana, okay, Naresh. So these are the people who responded. I said good, okay, they responded like this. So now this activity is ready. Okay, it's over. Now I like to share the other activity to my students. I can go to the next content. Now, are you able to find my PDF file? There is a, I applied for one. There is a PDF file just I added. You can see there is a PDF file. Are you able to find some kind of resume I added? Because I didn't find any. Are you able to find this? So this is
Yes,
one
sir.
application. I applied for the ICD award. That is an application I just shared to you. So this is a way we can share any PDF file. So suppose you like to share some resources based on your content, you like to share the resources. You can share the resources. The students may get the PDF file. Right? The PDF file is available. Suppose I move to the next slide, automatically may changing, right? This is here one images I shared to you. We always work for the better tomorrow, but when tomorrow comes, instead of enjoying, we again think about the better tomorrow. Let's have a better today, right? Are you able to find this?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so like this, we can explain
Yes,
this.
sir.
We can go for some kind of discussion about these images. Now I move to the another content, draw a butterfly. So I hope in your end there is a screen. You have the pen just to draw a butterfly. You can try for draw a butterfly. So see, I'm just drawing it. So I'm doing my end as a student, right? And apparently I'm seeing these responses from the learner side. See, are you able to see my teacher screen? Are you able to see my teacher screen?
Yes,
Kindly see
sir.
my teacher screen.
Yes, sir.
So now the Pragna Agarwal had a wonderful drawing of the butterfly. You can see this. Only the teachers can know the that entire learner's diagram. But in your end, you can see only your diagrams only. But I can see the Jaya Chawla's wonderful butterfly. Exactly, the Jaya Chawla madam's drawing wonderful butterfly. But others. Then Atmika Tripati, this look like an apple. It's fine. Someone's drawing. Sir, don't write in Zoom. Someone's
Thank you,
drawing.
sir. Thank you so much.
Okay, then it's Alpha is doing a very, oh, that Alpha madam, Alpha is done a wonderful drawing. It's fine. So, wow, next is Naresh Babu Sas drawing also very good. So now the Diksha thing is trying to draw. The Amit Kumar Sas, he draw something. So it's about to come as a butterfly. I hope so, right? So like this, we can see the people's the drawing skill directly from this. Someone sir unedited directly in the above the screen. Just unscript this. Suppose I feel that I want to change this next content instead of this one because the time is over means I can change this next content. Now the next activity related to the just it comes out. You can see based on the internet speed. Okay, now the classroom result filling the blanks. So the filling the blanks. Just I'm skipping because it takes time. That's I'm skipping the filling the blanks only. I'm moving to another activity. Yeah, are you able to memory test? There is a memory test, right? What you have to do? Those are finishing the task very fastly. They are the winner. What is the memory task means? For example, you can select this. This image is triangle. You have to select another triangle immediately. Now it's not matching. So you can just check with this. Where is the triangle? Oh, where is the triangle? No, it's wrong, 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 wrong. Yeah, now it's matched, right? So now the triangle might be here. No, this is maybe a triangle. No, it's like a, now you can see this in cube, right? I think there's a cube here. No. Yeah, now it's matched. So now this pure, then yeah, it's matched now. You have to do fastly the matching. You have to do the matching first. Now it's over. Now I attempted 16 moves. It seems that my memory is very poor. There's a 16 moves has happened, but you can see the teachers, the student side. So now you have done this, right? So kindly check how many times you take time to finish the task. And checking your memory, checking your memory. So now I can see this. This way it may be working. Just I'm clicking the next activity. So the next activity, this one, it may comes now. It's like gamification, I think so. We will see this activity. It takes, yeah, I think they gamification. Yes, it's a gamification. Yesterday we done the same, right? So what you have to do, it's one of my favorite tool. Just I'm clicking a place on that student device and just clicking the time to climb and click continue. Yes, now the student side, you have to select the avatar. So I can select own avatar. This is a Thiago, and after selecting the avatar, click join game. Now you can see the right side. These are the avatar. This is the avatar for Jaya Chawla. So now can see this much of participants joined. Very good. So all the participants are entirely joined and jumping. See the jumping instead of you, the avatar is jumping now. So the Atmika Tirupati. Now the 11 people are connected to this activity. It is same like yesterday what we done through the this tool, no, look at. So now when you start this game, you may have the questions. You have to give the response very fastly. Those are giving the response fastly with correct answer. Based on speed and accuracy, you may get this question. So here the task is that it's like a running race. Those are reaching this Himalaya and selecting the flag and touching the flag, they're the winner. That's mean, right? But how we are touching? Through the way you are giving the responses. Right now, I'm going to start this event. Now the 12 members on the screen. Can I start this event? Are you ready? When you click start, you have to give the response very fastly. Your time starts now. Yes. So give your responses. Now the first question, 2 + 2 = 4. Give this response fastly. Now this question for 30 seconds. Now up to now, the Bhavana Singh is lead the race based on the speed. Based on speed is a winner. Now it goes, wait for the second question because the questions I fixed for 30 seconds due to the reasons next time. 7 minutes, 6 minutes, 5 seconds, 3, 2, 1 is time up. Now we can see this question. The second question for you, give the response very fastly. The 25 seconds, yeah, give the response. Now up to now, the winner goes to the Dr. Alba, so not Alba. Yeah, I think yesterday also the madam only win the game, right? So the similarly today is the win, Alba man.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, then the Rakul Mitchell is the second place, Naresh Babu is the third place, Bhavana Singh. See, this is level of the individuals. So based on the speed, the scores may be vary. So this is called as the gamified. So even the tools might helping to gamification. Now I'm continuing the other activity. This is like how to engage your participants in online classes, a teacher. It's like an open-ended question. Give a response. So it's like your own opinion you can give. So this question for you, the learners, how do you engage your participants in the online classes? Conduct some polling questions, some polling sessions, then interactive online interaction or discussion forum. I can give some kind of responses. So Dr. Mahendra ji, don't use this annotate, please. Yes. So then contact, sorry, myself I'm doing now. Yes. So like this, you can give this responses and click submit, right? Once it's submitted, the response may comes here. Now we can see there is a response from Jay Chawla, make learning interactive. There is a response from the Alba through interactive and entertainment sessions. From my end, that conduct some polling. Like this is a response schemes. For example, after sharing this all the responses, I want to do the discussion with the responses. For example, I want to share the responses of Jay Chawla because no one can know what is the responses. Now I like to share the response of Jay Chawla. Just and press the teacher screen. Once you click the share, what happened? Please kindly see in your end. Are you able to see these responses of the Jay Chawla? So this is the response of the one participants. Now I'm going to share this response of the Dr. Rakesh. Dr. Rakesh response by question and answer sessions. Now I'm going to share this response of the Dr. Alba. So once I share this response, automatically the response may be visible to the learners through the interactive and entertainment sessions. Now I'm going to share the responses of the Naresh Babu. So he's normally using questions and students, and they tend to disconnect from Google Class. So I stopped asking. It's fine. It's a nice response. Now the response from the Sunita Pomne says the response with Q's question. Then Sadhana Pandey, her response is the interactive session. Like this, each ones are giving the responses. Suppose the teacher like to share the response of the learners to each individual, is possible. So this way I done it now. Now there is a Q's question. So what you have to do, you have to select parallelly. This is like a match the following. The Google Meet, you can select once, immediately you can select the icon, right? It will be matching, right? Google Meet, Zoom, WebEx. Like this, you have to pair it, right? First, you can select the one, then you can find the answer for this. Select the next one, you can find this answer for this. So I attempted 3 out of 3. So in the 3 attempt, within 3 attempts, I cleared. So now the Jay Chawla is 3 out of 3. The 3 tries only, but see, attempt all questions right. Tiag also, then Pramod also 3 out of 3. Then Bhavana Singh 3 out of 3. Sadhana Pandey 3 out of 3. Like this, the number of attempts it may be showing here. Now I move to the next activity. Like this is an activity related to, I think last activity. This is the activity is talking about this collaborative board, right? So how do you feel about this near portal? Give a response. Here there is a share your thoughts, right? Give this wonderful or good. Like you can give this response and share it. So once you share it, automatically it may be visible. It may be visible. Yeah, it is good. Yes, that is said by the Rahul Mittal. It is good. It is nice by the Sunita Palmney. It's very useful by the Naresh Babu. It is very interesting and powerful tool by Rakesh. The Ramita Tirupati is good. The Jay Chawla is to be wonderful. See, this way we can see all the response in a single screen. So we can see all the people's responses. But in your end, you cannot know the names of the people. But I can able to see the teacher screen. I can see this name of the people. So those are giving the respondent. Now the Pramod Sontek is given. The now from Alba ma'am is giving the names. Then Poonam is giving the respondent. Right? Like this, each ones are giving the respondent. So I can able to see this. Now, still now we are discussing the content which you imported yearly that we are incorporating. Now, suddenly you like to conduct some kind of activity. Suddenly, for example, suddenly you like to ask some kind of activities to you, the students, or you like to share, you like to use some whiteboard in this particular tool itself. But the students want to see this whiteboard, and apparently what you're doing that also they want to see it. What I'm going to do, see, please kindly see my teacher screen, because the activity which I already already developed, it will be over. Now I want to do some kind of instant activity during my delivery. That time I can go to the menu bar. In the menu bar, there is an option called present add activity. You can go with an add an activity. Suppose I like to open a drawing. So if you want to go with a drawing it, or true or false, or open-ended question, or web content, if you like to share, you can go with this. This and options are available. Suppose I like to ask some questions to you. So yeah, true or false. So I'm doing the true or false responses, questions in an instant manner. I didn't plan it very before. Just I'm asking the questions now. Nearpod is an interactive tool. It's an interactive tool, right? You can share the answer. Is it true or false? Give the response. I'm sharing this question. It may be visible to you. Is an interactive tool. I'm sharing this. So I'm selecting the responses. I'm selecting this, right? Now the questions, new questions comes to you. Kindly check the new questions comes to you. Like this, I'm doing the instant question answer sessions. So you can select the correct response, because Nearpod is interactive tool only. Pal is a content management tool, but Pal is an interactive tool. So you have to give these responses. Now I got this kind of responded. Yes. Yeah, now you can see these people are giving the response like this. It's fine. Yes, great. Yeah, out of this, all are giving the correct response too. So this way we can conduct some kind of instant or some kind of immediate question and answer section. If you go with this, and during your delivery, just you can go with the menu bar as a teacher screen, go to the add content, and you can add this kind of questions. You can go with the true or false, or drawing it, or open-ended question, or web content, or even you can create a slide. This much of options are available as a instant question answer session that is possible. So now if you want to see the report, for example, now I like to close this entire activity. So after this one, I can see this result. If I click the close activity, it asking, do you want to end this section? I can click the yes. Now you can see nothing visible to the student screen. So nothing to be visible to the student screen now. Are you able to see anything? Anyone can respond? The previously.
No.
Yeah, it's not visible because the entire thing is to be closed, right? So now suppose I want the entire sections to be closed, I can go back and the end session I already given. So are you sure want to end this section? Yes. So I once again I'm going to end this session, right? Once I end this session, nothing to visible to you. It goes to the home page of your teacher interface. Just I'm coming to the home page of teacher interface. Then after I will tell you how to download this report. Now see, this is my interface, right? The teacher's interface. Now I conduct the activity. So nearly 22 participants are joined. Now I want to know In what way all the 22 participants are engaged, whether they deeply involved in my activity or just in the name check they join, or in what way they attempted this activity. If you want to know this, I can go to the report. After conducting this, you have to go to the report. In this report, there is a CMS introduction. This is an activity only which I conduct now. If I click it here, I can find out this option. See, this is a 25 participants are joined, right? And through the live participation, just like to know this result. If I'm clicking this result, once I clicking this result of this link, I can find out this link. Now from this, I came to know that how many percentage of engagements the students done from the end. See this case, the participants, who is the best participants based on this report, I can able to see this best participant from this. The best participant, it might be Jay Chawla, because 90% of activities is done. The second persons maybe myself, only myself, Tiago. Then nearly it's 80% of people, 80% of content also some people are attended, right? So 80% by Albert PT. It seems that 80% of engagements, activity they are involved in this. Sunita from 9. And 70% by the Pragya Agarwal, 60% by the Pramod. Like this, we can see the entire summary report. This was each activity. For example, video content, 100% involved by the Alpha Madam. The video content, Jay Chawla 100%, Kalpana is 100%, Rakesh 100%. But some of the content, they are not, for example, Q's, Atmika Tripadi 100%, Bhavani Singh's 100%, Deepka. So like this, we can see the each activity wise how they are contributing, in what way they are engaging. If I go with the activity report, I can find the activity report of the entire students. Each activity, for example, the multiple choice question. So this is responses for the multiple choice question. I can go to the next one. This for the open-ended question, 40% of participations. If I click this open-ended, you can see this each response of the open-ended questions. Then the LMS multiple choice, 100% to be correct. We can see these people's responses. If I click here, I can see this each individual responses. So each people are giving this response like this. So like this, we can see the each activity-based report. Suppose I want to find this each student-wise report, separate student-wise report. This was the Arjun Jain sir report. So his responses in a single sheet, like a Google form. Suppose I go to the second student, second person, Atmika Tripadi, her responses of the entire, see her drawing. Suppose I to go with the third person. This was the each individual report. Then Bhavana Singh, this is a report of the Bhavana Singh. Right, this is a report of the Diksha Singh. So like this, we can see the each individual report from this teacher side. So this way, we can check the progress of the learning progress of the learners. Then based on we have to give some kind of remedy for them. Suppose they're not able to follow, they're not good at all in any aspects, we can lead further. So this way, we have to use this tool as a content management as well as the classroom management. So this tool is both will be working. We can keep it as a content management, and parallelly we can execute this content to the students as a classroom management tool. We can share and we can control the entire classroom activities. So this is one of my favorite tools. Like this, a lot of tools are available, but one of my favorite tool is to be in airport, because I'm using still now it's a free version tool. So hope you might be interest from this tool. Just I'm going to conclude this tool. This is a tool generally if you think about the online session to be remote, particularly the remote learning, it should be fruitful, means there may be 3 E's to be much important. If you're adding the 3 E's in the classroom, that should be good. One is called engagement layer. Kindly make the people to be engaged. The learner should be engaging, then only the session should be fruitful. The second one, you have to use the different U tools, particularly the U tools more powerful to connect the learners, that it will be good. Then parallel it may be encouraging. So you have to use the encourage mechanism. So instead of giving a report, tell them in what way, tell them you can appreciate the people. For example, in the case of quizzes and all which I conducted, automatically they find the leaderboard that they have to score. Automatically give the encouragement to them. It's like it creates some kind of motivation to the learners. So this is the way we have to do. And just I like to conclude my presentation with the 3 Qs. 3 Qs is to be neat in the current practice. The first Q is called intelligent questions. Automatically, we have as a teachers, we have the intelligence, much intelligent, due to the reason we are becoming teachers. We are teachers now. Then EQ. So we have that also, because the morning hours for sitting online without showing you were emotional. very much. It seems that you have a lot of emotion stability, emotion maturity, emotion quotient you have. So even we are controlling the students, how we are facing the classroom environment. So that's showcasing our emotion quotient. But only the lack for us, the current scenario, is called digital quotient. So digital quotient means how we are effectively using your technology devices, how we are effectively using the technology gadgets or the tools for our teaching classroom practice. That's called as in digital quotients. Hope you might be learn some bit of digital tips in this the first 2 days lectures. So now I'd like to stop my presentation with acknowledgement. The thanks to the Google search engine, SlideShare website, and reference author, as well as the PowerPoint. Special thanks to the organizer, that Vice Chancellor, Registrar, and other people, those who are involved in this organizing a event. Thank you so much for giving that assignment for me to share my views related to the content management as well as gamification. And thanks to the entire participants for your patience, so the active participations in the past 2 hours, so first 3 hours session. Thank you all. If you have the queries, kindly ask me. So I request the host can, if you possible, to enable the chat box. Yes, fine. If you have the doubts,
Dr. Thiagu. As Sterling A. Brown has quoted, always have an attitude of gratitude. As you two were talking about gratitude, we here at Center for Internal Quality Assurance, SICA team of Madhya Pradesh Bhoj Open University, Bhopal, is indebted to you, sir, for such an intense, elaborative, and engrossing sessions filled with appropriate hands-on experience throughout your 4 sessions on infographics, gamified learning, content management system development and delivery. So thanks a lot again, sir, for your this initiative here, and we will be in touch with you in our future endeavors too. Now I would like to thank the sessions chair, Dr. Ratan Shurivanshi, as well as the rapporteur, Dr. Bharti Bhati. So the next session will start at the session 3rd at 2 p.m. sharp, and the resource person would be Dr. Deepak Bishla. So all the participants, again, I am talking about, and there will be an attendance link in the next session for the participants. And I'm again thankful to the participants as well. And the session chair for the 3rd session would be Dr. Anita Kaushal from MPBOU. So till then, thank you. Namaskar.
Thank you, sir.
thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. It was wonderful session.
Thank you all once again.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.